What's up, party people? Man, I can't even say it right the
Party
first
Did
time.
you
I
say
actually...
party fecal?
Party
I heard
fecal.
I heard pickles.
I heard
Party
party
fecals.
fecal.
Party fecals.
God damn it!
Welcome.
Wow. See, and this
Oh.
is when Chuck's like, no cold open this time. We don't have to be funny. He wanted to fuck it up himself.
But hey, welcome to tonight's episode of A Senator's Dream. A Noir story told by a bunch of chuckle fucks, including myself.
You're the only one named Chuck, dude.
Literally, it's the worst name.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I know, JD. I've heard extensively how you feel about the name Chuck.
Not just me, your family.
Anyway, so tonight's episode is brought to you by a few groups of people. First and foremost, we have Foundry. The best VTT out there, in my opinion, and I think in most people's opinions that actually, wow.
Oh, that was cool.
Just mind your business.
Moving all over the place, and it's weird.
Anyway, Foundry, it's open source VTT available to anybody who wants to go and pick it up for like $40, something like that. I can't remember exactly how much it is. It's fantastic, brilliant, community sourced mods. Anything that you could possibly think of, more than likely the community has come up with, and plugged in. All you got to do is go download the mod. You want to be able to import your characters from D&D Beyond, there's an importer for that. There's a mod for that. You want to have virtual dice, there's a mod for that. Whatever, it doesn't matter, go find it. It's there, I promise. You want better lights, there's probably some light presets out there that you can go and find. Just drag and drop them on, because the lighting system in Foundry is fantastic and easy to set up. If you really shut up, but everybody needs to host it. You can self-host it if you want to. You can try and use AWS like I did and struggle through being a system admin if you're not really a system admin, or you can be smart and go to forgevtt.com and use that as a hosting website that all of your players can connect to from around the world. If you have worldwide games, they have 200 nodes across the entirety of places that make it easy and practically latent free. Fantastic services. They have a variety of different packages that you can choose from. I think it's like $11 and some change for the World Builders tier, which I know that JD and I both use. It has enough storage that you will never fill that up. Like the compression software and stuff like that is fantastic. You're not going to fill it up, I promise.
I try very hard.
I can't hear you, JD, if you were talking.
You can't hear me now?
Still can't hear you, man. Woo, -2. And it's also brought to you by Heavy Arms, one of the best homebrewers out there, in my opinion, and a handful of different people's opinions. We use his Gunslinger class and all of their subclasses. We got to see it in action a couple weeks ago, and just how strong it really is. That crit range, insane. And we are only, level 6, right? Level 6, I think. So like it's only gets better from there. He just released, we're level 5. Okay, I'm stupid. He also just
broken
released,
even, I would say.
That's not necessarily broken yet. He just kept hitting. He also released a few new subclasses this literally today. His February bundle dropped on his Patreon today. Go check it out. It looks like he may be talking about doing paladins next month, which I've seen one of his paladin subclasses, and my god, like, even though it's in somebody else's supplement, fantastic. So keep an eye out for that. JD, what's the game tonight?
The game tonight, Duck, and I'm glad you asked. Thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
polite and kind. The game that we are giving away tonight for a measly, paltry 300 elf eggs is Red Solstice.
Oh, I
I
got
don't know
that.
what that is, but it sounds red and solsticey. Maybe a space game? Maybe
Ish.
Ben would know. Thanks, Ben.
Too bad he's not here.
But no, we've definitely given away Red Solstice before. I think it is a like a some sort of space fighter game, but it's very cool. Check it out for 300 elf eggs. You could own it for free tonight. Yeah. Other than that, we have a 2,000 elf eggs as our monthly dice giveaway. The dice this month are based off of Abraxia, my wife's character from our Tuesday night Five Best Friends game. Very beautiful Dragon Knight custom dice for the thank you Tattoos and Bones for showing us how it's done. 2,000 elf eggs. That's just about a full stream, folks. So if you just go ahead and mute us and put us off to the side somewhere, you should have those 2,000 elf eggs by the time we're done. Back to you, Chuck.
One quick thing before we go forward. Harold
Jesus.
is running a little bit behind today. He will be with us shortly. We'll probably go to break just to get him in whenever he messages me and says, "Hey, I'm here, suckers." And yeah. Can I get a radio recap?
I mean, I guess. Do we have to?
Please.
A while ago, we explained to you veterans and here.
I never mind the bumps or the ruts along the highway.
They're made of genuine beetleware in brand new colors. A beautiful deep green and a bright...
There's mayhem in the skies of Kasmar. Boom! Crash! Chatter, chatter! The body was crashed by the blue streak. Run away! That vigilante is no good, I say. What could the Moose Man do in the face of such villainy? Tell me, what did you expect was behind the doors in the auction room? Candy? Of course not. A brawl broke out between our hot-headed friend and a similarly matched fellow. Mac killed a guy. Let's see what the consequences are in this week's episode of A Sinner's Dream.
That was a pretty solid recap. Thank you.
I think
host guy.
I think the radio actually kind of right.
Yeah, for once.
Right, I killed the guy.
I did kill a guy.
Like, oh yeah.
Adelaide, did they miss anything in particular?
I don't think so. It was pretty much just a fighty episode.
Yeah, there was a
We
lot of
watched
combat
it.
last time.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it was self-defense.
Yep.
To be fair,
Went all Spidey mode, freaked the party out. It's fun.
That was disturbing.
yeah, no, that was. I still stand by the fact that she hooked her leg around and walked in, not just like, hey, you know.
Hey.
No, I've got it, ring girl.
Right, exactly. Anything else important that we missed?
Just
Nope. Okay, cool.
the internal struggles of a fiery cleric of light and redemption.
So,
About that.
let's see. I think we'll go
So we go right back into combat, and here is Volatile by...
here. A couple weeks ago, we left off in that auction room, fairly large room full of chairs, a large Arwentinian granite stage set up and ready for the auction. The room that was once housing whatever was supposed to be up for auction and a bunch of kobolds, now filled to the brim with blood and scales. As Mac had turned and brutally shot the auctioneer who was trying to run away by going invisible, Pip was standing over the top of a white kobold with brown reticulations across his spine and pants that were a little too big, probably the middle guy in the middle of the three kobolds in a trench coat. Currently cuffed with his legs, currently with his legs still cuffed together. And he said, "You telling me you don't remember?"
I don't remember anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't done anything to you. I don't know what you mean. I don't know you. What you want?
Nothing. I don't want anything from you. Fuck off.
I would literally stab you.
And he like reaches down to his like long johns and starts pulling open the buttons, and he points to a wound that has a nice long scar that drags downward, almost identical to the scar that will likely arrive had the man survived from your friend stabbing him before. Maybe a few inches long in the middle of his abdomen. And he says, "Yeah, well, your friend's already fucking dead."
Do you want another one to match? I understand you've been stabbed before, but it's not fun the second time either. I just point over. That guy died. Do you want to die?
Whenever you mention that, Weatherford gets up from where he's sitting and he's just like, "All right, this has gotten a little out of hand. I think everybody needs to take a moment and cool off." Yeah?
Okay. Let me stab him real quick, and then as he's bleeding out, he'll cool off.
I don't think that's a good idea, Pip.
It's like you're right. I won't stab him. I'll put the cheese knife on the ground, and I'll start dragging him by his ankles into the room where no one else is.
He stays out here where we can see him.
I'm just gonna show him his buddies, but it's fine.
Oh no, he knows all about his buddies. I took well care of that.
Yeah, I was there.
Not there long enough.
All I can say is you're lucky you were slow.
Weatherford makes his way over to you, Wilhelm, and just says, "So, you gonna bring him back? Talk to him? Something."
Oh, I think
which would you prefer?
Well, I'd prefer if my my employees did not come up as murderers in the news tomorrow.
It was self-defense.
Understood. Although, to Mac's points, it was self-defense. This man was quite belligerent, but I am running out of time. So, yeah, I will...
Wait. We healed him at the end of last episode.
No, I was going to go.
No,
I was offering
there's 9 health points right there in the chat.
No, yeah. And then Mac shot him when he turned invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, did we heal him and then kill him again?
I offered him the healing potion.
Unfortunately, don't have enough time to debate how he died versus how he is going to get healed. But I will cast Revivify.
Okay.
Back.
As you pull this diamond out and kind of begin to heat it up within your hand, it begins to melt down into this nice crystalline structure that kind of begins to fade off of your fingertips as it goes into this nice sparkle over the top of him, making this soft, glistening, almost exoskeleton of glass and beauty around him for a moment as it sinks into his skin, and he just kind of and he kind of rolls over onto his face and just lays face down in the carpet.
Okay, so he's going to be a little sore, but an attempt to get some more information out of him does not sound like get much. I could have gotten significantly more from the corpse, but your point that is probably not the best.
At this point, if you really want to just kill him again and do it again, by all fucking means. I have no control of this scenario anymore.
Let's not kill anymore.
I only have a single diamond, so I am a little dry. So let's not kill him again unless one of you has the means of bringing him back. Perhaps Adelaide.
Who's she?
Veda. Oh my God. What is wrong with me? Sorry, I'm a little cloudy.
I haven't actually progressed to, cardiothoracic surgery, but so let's not kill anyone else for the day. How about that? Sounds good.
crouch down and take a firm grip of his clothing and then pull the healing potion back out and say, now, didn't that hurt a bit? Let's do the nice way, shall we? And I'm just going to hold on to you in case you try and do that again.
Weatherford like pipes up again and goes, I don't know what the fuck you all experienced in the past couple weeks or so, but this does not excuse this kind of behavior under my supervision. Yeah.
Desperate times, desperate measures, sir.
And he starts marching his way out.
I'll whisper to the kobold. There's your only chance going out the door.
Mac, can I speak with you for a moment?
Well, as long as this guy doesn't turn invisible again.
Miss Veda, would you mind binding?
He puts like a half thumb up as his, like from facing down, and just puts a thumb up. Yep.
She'll walk over to him, but she's not tying him up. It's fine.
Hand the healing potion to Veda and follow Wilhelm. Just make sure he doesn't disappear because I'm getting tired of reloading.
Mac, is Weatherford right? Are we losing control here? We're not bad people.
No, it was just a bad situation. I was trying to save his life, and it turned out that he was involved with everything that was going on in that room. That makes him guilty, an accessory to assault and attempted murder.
I look around Mac at Pip. I just think maybe we are not being the best influence on young Pip.
I think he's doing just fine.
Oh, he's very into stabbing people lately. He stabbed 2 people over the course of the last couple of days.
Again, he's trying to help. This has unfortunately turned into a very deadly situation. We got who knows what's going on with that thing that we can't talk about. He's tried to save my life at least twice.
Yes, and you're right. No, I just don't want to. I don't want to lose ourselves in this. Otherwise, we'll be no better than Alan, dumping corpses wherever we deem fit because we are just following orders. Yeah. Well, finding ourselves in bad situations. We're no better than the interest at that point.
I think we're way better than she ever was.
It's easier, Mac, to be on this side of the barrel. But just remember that it wasn't long ago that we were on the other side. That is all. That is all. But let's see what they know. This has been an interesting day.
Don't you mean interesting? Sorry, too soon.
Still not done reloading. And where the hell were you?
Look, I had a job to do. I actually got paid for it. But aside from that, I was watching the artist. I have a strange feeling that he knows more about this than he's letting on. Or more, that we could use him. If he is skilled enough with his partner to sculpt this strange granite, then perhaps we could use him to rebuild this whole crumbling place.
Or maybe he's somewhat involved in this whole crumbling place, and that's why we were sent here to watch.
What happened, anyways? What happened upstairs? Why did the alarms get triggered?
That's the thing. I ended up seeing someone. Someone I did not expect to see, for I thought her to be Asleep, yes?
Is it an X?
Sleep? What do you mean?
Whatever she was, the woman. The Lich. I think that's what she was.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I was just going to say that's going to fucking hurt.
Ouch. I keep forgetting we have someone who wasn't in the party at the time. Oops. Did you get that roll?
Okay,
Okay.
it just showed up.
Yeah.
It was a 9, so
That's gonna be painful.
Yep.
28 points of psychic damage.
okay. Yeah, the arteries. One of the arteries on the side of my eye just bursts.
Ow!
Oh! Blood starts dripping down my face.
Oh my god. Don't panic. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know how to fix an aneurysm. Just breathe.
It really hurts. Ow. Is that what happens when... Oh.
Oh, you missed the whole part where I was bleeding out my nose, I take it. Yeah, that's what happens. Careful now.
I will reach over to him and... Yes, you have to be careful. I understand what you're saying, so... And I will cast Cure Wounds.
What does he mean? A lich? You saw a lich?
I saw what I saw. Perhaps... I don't know if I can say anything else. I might die if I do. That really hurts.
Oh, well, you see, Miss Veda, we are... young Patrick here believes that
Hold
we are...
on. Hold on. We have to deal with this guy.
Yeah.
Before that gets taken care of.
We got some pressing matters. The fact that there's a room full of dead kobolds and, you know, this jackalope here is in on it as well.
There are the flashing red and blue lights throughout the room. So...
You know, actually, we could take this guy there, and then he could have to worry about his head exploding for the rest of his life. And that could be pretty cool. Unless...
I just want to know what this guy had to do with the kobolds and the theft and everything. So, and I tap on the back of the guy's head.
Which
what
guy,
you gonna
the
tell
kobold
us?
or the...
No, the
auctioneer?
I meant the kobold.
Look, I'm telling the truth. Whatever I say, I don't know everything about the materials that were being sold. All I know is that I was going to be paid a hefty sum for being the auctioneer.
And you knew that they were going to come in and steal everything, and you wanted to make sure we killed them so you could get off scotch. Oh, really?
Really?
You talk very slow for an auctioneer.
I literally just died. Cut me a little slack.
I cut you a lot, and then you decided to run.
We should talk about what...
You know, I appreciate so many people throw literary around without literally using its specific meaning. And this is a very good example of how to correctly use the phrase.
Thank you. I like to think I can be articulate whenever I slow down.
Yeah, sorry, observation. We are not friends.
Right.
Like, I saved your life. Well, then I took it, and then we saved it again.
At great cost, I might add. Those diamonds are not cheap.
I could have just left without any issue whatsoever.
No,
had your friends not stabbed me.
So very clearly needed information.
I look over at Pip.
Hello.
I don't say anything, but when you mentioned that he was. Well, when the man mentions that he was stabbed, do I like sense that it might have been Pip that did it?
Not well.
Insight check.
Yeah, like because reasons.
I just noticed. Look at me. It's kind of wave.
Right.
Oh, I also put my hand on the kobold as I wave for sure.
With the way 13. With the way he looked over at Harold when he said it, probably not.
Well, not initially.
Not initially.
So
technically, I didn't stab him either.
Yeah. Yes.
Darts are still stabbing into skin.
So
I didn't dart the auctioneer. That was some random dead person.
Anyway,
so you are hired to run this auction. Do you know by whom?
Auctioneer.
Yes, I know. I understand that you said it.
The hotel.
No need to be so defensive. This is not an indictment of your character. I'm just trying to get some information here.
He rolls over to finally look up, and he points at Mac and he says, "That bull of a man just shot me, and I died."
Well, in his defense, you did shoot our friend.
We have
because he stabbed me. I was in a panic.
Yes, but there was a lot of bad things happening, and to be honest, it sounds like you are to blame. Are you're admitting that you knew the kobolds were coming to steal the merchandise? Yeah.
No.
Do you believe that this was a legal auction?
As far as I know.
You know what was being auctioned off here?
Vaguely.
And what was it?
Various different artifacts.
Artifacts from
Ghouls. I don't know.
Okay, so secret room in this grand hotel.
It is not a secret room. It was just a room. You can see the double doors. They're just as ornate as the other double doors.
No, you are smarter than that. Don't put too much stress on that wound.
We do have a lot of witnesses that say you were selling illegal things and you assisted people in stealing things.
Listen, I am not a cop, okay? I am not concerned with that matter at this moment, all right? What I need to know is who provided the artifacts. That is it. I'm not looking to imprison you or take away your freedoms. I'm not looking to remove your life.
I'm just the auctioneer hired
who wrote
by the hotel.
So it's the hotel.
Well, I got something interesting. So you're an auctioneer. So you know what items were going to be sold. So where's your master list of stuff that was going to be sold that you could refer to when you were doing said auction?
I was going to go and grab it from the room with all of the objects, with all of the things to be sold when the lights went out.
Can I make an insight check on all this?
Make an insight. Yep, by all means.
You can go now.
You didn't keep it on you?
No!
That's very unprofessional.
The 21? Yeah.
Pip Moonlights is an auctioneer. He would know.
I've been through estate sales.
I've been there whenever they sold sides of beef.
I find offense at that.
Yeah, no, legit, I have. Anyway, doesn't matter. We can talk about that later. With the 21, the panic in his voice and the way he was angry about stabbing Harold to begin with, being stopped was very upsetting to him because he was trying to leave. That's it. Based on everything else, he's not he seems to be just an auctioneer that was hired.
All right, well,
he's been killed and raised back to life in the past minute. So he's yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will make my way to Pip.
Yeah, hand still on the kobold.
Okay.
If you wanna make the check, Chuck, it's up to you. Fine.
Well, we've already agreed that the palm is not sloopy.
I mean, I'm being real generous with how much I'm touching his shoulder. Yeah.
Okay.
Rubbing up on the kobold. Grungs.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope, he's poisoned. He's just like, get that shit, get it off of me.
What's up?
So Pip, who's your friend?
I don't know, and he won't tell me.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, we've already killed one
really,
man tonight. I'm out of
really
diamonds.
is.
So you're out of them diamonds, but you can still speak with corpses, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, cool. So we can handle this.
Wait.
You see what I'm working here, bud. You know what? Why don't you just tell me what I need to know? What were you guys after?
The stuff.
Okay. How did you know what was here?
The boss.
The boss being? Please,
You know.
talk to me like I
The crystal fucking vapor.
child.
What do you want?
I'm sorry?
The crystal fucking vapor.
Yeah, no, that's
Is that
okay.
a family name?
That means something. Yeah, that's okay. That's a name. That's okay. Why?
Check on Pip.
Make it.
Why does he want to talk to me?
It's a 17.
I wasn't lying, but what do you want to know? I did roll less than you.
You said that's a name. I mean,
it's a title.
How much do I feel like Pip knows?
Roll a history check there, bud.
Yeah, you might know too.
Yeah, you might know.
I don't.
But sure fucking don't.
I don't. That's why I asked.
That's a title. Pip knows exactly who that is.
Oh, the crystal fucking vapor.
Why does that?
That's an awful rude way to mention his name, and I'll probably die for that. But
well, I wouldn't be planning too far ahead in the future right now. I wouldn't make any long-term investments if I were you. We still have a long way to go. But
makes you feel better. He's not gonna know because you're not gonna make it. Why does he want to talk to me?
Fuck if I know.
What does this have to do with Pip? So so you're the boss of your CD underground organization. Sent you here to retrieve.
It is not a CD an underground organization. I work for the Crystal Vapor in his casinos. I am simply just a caterer. We were catering this event.
So you're going on record saying that the Crystal Vapor wanted to steal from this hotel? That's what I just heard.
True. I didn't say I was supposed to steal anything.
I'm actually pretty sure you said you were here to get the stuff.
Yeah, get the stuff. I'm not. That's not saying stealing anything.
Disappearing into an underground tunnel with the stuff?
I never said that either.
You don't have.
You're putting
to
words
say
in my mouth.
There's a
and implicating things that are not true. And now I have a witness. And he points over at Veda, and he points over at the auctioneer. I
don't think that's how that works. You realize the cops have like a way to make you tell the truth?
In all fairness, we did kill quite a lot of people here tonight, so...
That's what I'm fucking saying. Like, you guys have a lot more on your heads tonight than I do. That's for damn sure. And you're treating me like I'm already, like, fucking dead, and I'm not.
No, not yet.
Here's the thing that you don't understand. You may not already be dead, but we are. We are ghosts. We no longer exist. Your boss will never find us.
What?
Yeah. You know who we are? You know who Pip is. Yeah.
Kinda.
But if we want to,
I know Pip's name. I know that he does weird shit with people.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, when we want to disappear, we'll disappear. And if we wanted you to disappear, you disappear. You don't have to die. You could just, live a whole new life somewhere. Anything interesting you've always wanted to do? Any big dreams?
I just wanted to open up my own fucking chef restaurant. So that way I can just fucking, fuck you, dude. Why are you being so fucking nice to me compared to these guys? It doesn't make any sense.
He's the best of us.
He was actually telling the truth and doing something I hadn't considered, which was instead of threatening you, is giving your dreams. But since you don't want to achieve your dreams, I was bluffing before. I will actually stab you to death. Have you ever choked on your own tongue? It's not fun.
Why don't you just get your little ghosty fucking friends to do it, huh?
I mean, well, he doesn't need us to do it. He's perfectly capable. I've seen him
Nah,
stab
not these
people.
ghosty friends, his other ghosty friends. How much do you actually know about Pip? Huh?
I know what I need to know about Pip.
You don't know enough.
Well, that's for another day to discuss. But it doesn't matter the words that we're putting into your mouth, and I point into the room. See one of your buddies halfway into that hole that's missing the back of his head? That shows that y'all were in there and trying to leave with bags full of stuff. So you're pretty much on non-solid ground with that kind of talk.
Allow me to educate you, fine sir, on how kobolds tend to run away from things and how we tend to trap things behind us,
With
regardless as to what's on our backs.
Mac, can I
Stab him in the foot.
I have a word with you one more time, please. What exactly did you see when you entered the room?
Bunch of kobolds grabbing a bunch of shit and diving for a hole in the corner, and then them turning around and attacking all of us.
That's not fucking true. The hole wasn't. Stop stabbing my. The hole wasn't there until
you dug it, to escape.
Yeah, because we were fucking running from a big ass bull guy with a fucking gun.
Then why did you have the auctioneer pressed up in a corner with something to his neck and his mouth full of stuffing?
Okay, that wasn't me.
It doesn't matter.
And people do really stupid things whenever they're panicking.
It's called being an accomplice.
Yeah, well, you're the murderer in this case, and so is fucking Pip, but that's beside the point.
Y'all tried to murder me.
I didn't do jack shit.
No.
You came in shooting shit.
Accomplice.
You started shooting first.
Not true. We opened the door, and y'all tried to spray us, including a good friend of mine.
Okay, y'all is a very broad term, and I think you should probably tone it down with the y'alls because it isn't true. Right. That one fella, Toenail, aimed it at the door. We told him not to, or at least I told him not to, and then I started grabbing my stuff in case things went bad. Because I don't know about you, but do you know what that boom boom is up top that made the things go all rattle rattle?
Why didn't you tell them? Yes, because I don't think I should.
You know who the blue streak is?
Oh, no. Wait.
Yeah, vaguely.
How do you know what happened upstairs?
I don't know what happened upstairs. I just know that whenever big boom boom things happen in the sky, usually that indicates that the blue streak is on their way and somebody's ass is going to get kicked.
It's starting to sound like these guys were collaborating with the blue streak to steal some stuff.
The blue streak?
That's what I'm hearing.
Is considered a vigilante, and I don't fucking know the guy. All I know is I don't want to be punched by those fucking
I hear on the radio
fists.
I hear on the radio that he's a menace, so I don't think he's a good guy.
Do you listen to everything that you hear on the radio and believe it?
That's how you hear a radio, yes.
But you believe it because you're a fucking idiot.
Stab his other foot.
What I saw up there, I'm saying this in, for the DM, question for the DM. What I saw up there, was that the blue streak? And would I imagine to be the blue streak?
Yep.
My mind is blown right now. I don't know what to say. And I look over at this kobold and I shake my head. I don't know what it is you think the blue streak is, but you're wrong.
I have seen the blue streak beat the shit out of some of my friends, and I barely walked away alive. So
why would the
I
blue
know
streak
what the
need
blue
to
streak
beat up
is.
caterers?
That's a good point.
I mean,
You know,
you just said it wasn't a menace. That sounds like a mean thing to do, to just poor little caterer just minding his own business.
I was. That's why I didn't get my ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to stab this guy if I'm around him anymore, so I'm going to go over here. And
Can you please take your rapier out of my foot?
Oh, no, it's a cheese knife.
Oh, the cheese knife out of my foot, please.
And I take it out of the top of his foot, and I stab it into the bottom so he can't reach it. Yeah. It's a souvenir.
So,
And then I'll walk over to Veda.
So Mr. Scaly here. What's your name, by the way, friend?
Carrick.
Carrick. Well, nice to meet you, Carrick. I'm Mac Belmont. And so what you're saying is that you hear a bunch of bad stuff. So you start grabbing a whole bunch of things in a room and trying to get out.
Yep.
Rather than staying in your disguise of caterers and leaving with the crowd. You all decided to unload your items of, well, somewhat weaponry, barricade the door, hold the auctioneer hostage, and set a trap.
We didn't know he was coming in here, and frankly, that was on him.
Well, what were you all doing in there if you're caterers? Because Pip here was one of the caterers, and he was coming from a whole different direction. See how your story's starting to fall apart here, friend? Excuse me, Carrot.
Yeah, actually, Pip would probably know this, but who hired you? Who's the head caterer here? Who's the boss?
Shit, my boss is dead. I don't... Look, the guy over there,
And he points to one of the inventors that is dead.
he says, that guy would have known. I don't know.
You see, it's just not.
You're muted, Ryan.
One of the inventors is dead.
Yeah, one of the
Kobold
little
inventors, yeah.
kobolds in there.
Oh,
with,
Sorry,
like, backpack full
not
of
inventor.
stuff.
He meant caterer, not inventor.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, again, if the caterers were not in this room, why were y'all in this room? You see the disconnect here?
We were supposed to take the things from the room to the auction table and then back to the room. That was my job specifically.
Got it. So all the items that were going to be auctioned,
Yep.
that are no longer in that room,
Yep.
where'd they go if they didn't go out the door?
Allow me to educate you on how dragons work and the things that we worship. Yeah? We like hoarding shit that's shiny. Our knee-jerk reaction is to grab the shiny thing, and if I could right now, I'd take the cheese knife and shine it up and run, but I can't. Yeah?
Okay,
And
so
run.
yeah, hoarding, taking things that is not yours is called stealing.
And borrowing, it depends on who it's going to, because assets,
using your
according to the
lineage
banking
as
system,
I cock my
excuse
gun.
to
Different
make
situation.
ourselves-
I cock my revolver.
So listen, I think we are done with this one. To be honest with you, Mac, we've got a name, Carrick, and when we go and see the Crystal Vapor, we will just tell him, hey, listen, we had a nice long conversation with Carrick. He told us all about the organization. We're looking for the artifacts. They were stolen. We know who they actually belong to. They do not belong to this particular group. It should be fine, correct? I mean, there should be no issues. I'm sure Carrick will have a wonderful time. I'm sure the catering business is booming these days.
I'm not going to be able to fucking do anything because he stabbed my feet.
Oh, I can take care of your feet, no problem.
So, Mr.
Really?
Auctioneer, if I let this person go, since they were supposedly attempting to flee, and you were attempting to flee, would you have a problem with that, or would you like us to detain him as a representative of the group of thieves that took all your stuff?
He kind of he's leaned up against the table that Harold had been squatting between. And he just goes, honestly, I really don't fucking care. I just want to go home. I will
Alright.
do whatever it
So
takes
the
to go
work
home.
ethic is just blows me away. You know, nobody
I
has
have
any pride in
died.
their positions
I am
anymore.
not someone that is used to dying on a regular basis. Are you? Because if you are, we should talk about that, and you should probably seek counseling. I know a guy.
We're all dead, friend.
Going to ritual cast feign death.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Mac.
Yep. Oh, I knew that was coming. 19 plus 1 is a 20.
Rock on. This will hurt a little less.
Yeah.
You take 11 points of damage.
Okay. And just like I kind of twitch and my nose starts to bleed. And I just go, right, go over to Carrick, pick him up by the manacles, and take him into the room and close the doors behind me.
Oh boy.
As he does that, I will just casually walk over to the auctioneer, just kind of squat down and be like, "Hey, and some water." Just pull out a little.
Yeah, I absolutely would love some water. Thank you.
Okay.
I will set Carrick down and still having a hold on him. Take the manacles off his feet.
Take out the cheese knife.
Take out the cheese knife. And push him into the hole and say, "You go ahead and tell that crystal fella that we're coming to speak with him about the stuff he stole, and we're going to drop your name." And then just start walking out.
Wait, no, kill me! And he like tries to claw his way out, and he can't quite get his footing because you just hear him kind of
Sorry, bud. You just dug your own grave.
Fuck!
And just walked right out of the room, manacles, hand the cheese knife to Pip. Here you go.
Thanks. It was a gift.
Pip, we're going to have some discussion about this, yeah, because
I didn't kill him.
no, not the killing part.
I'm
I know you
doing
didn't kill
better.
him. You're very restrained, and I am very proud of you. However, the crystal vapor.
Oh yeah. So that's an old white dragon that runs something.
Oh,
I'm sorry. What?
You guys haven't heard of the? He's really important over in the gambling district.
No. I understand the whole dragon, kobold, gambling casino thing, but the crystal vapor, okay.
I truly have no idea why he's interested in me.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I do know that occasionally throughout my life, white kobolds just kind of show up in the background, and I don't know why, but they tend to go away. And then when we were investigating the missing lady, I'm just kind of glancing at the auctioneer to not give away details, but when we were investigating the missing lady, they apparently wanted to have a talk and trapped us in a shop for a little while. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
And I will put my hand on his little shoulder.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
No, I mean not his bare shoulder. He's not. What is Pip wearing? He's got clothes on. I mean, I'll do it.
It comes down to like here-ish. It's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
We can see the custom artwork. Damn it, we know where to touch Pip.
Pip's wearing a deep V.
Words, phrasing.
Pip, just know we are your friends. If you're ever in trouble, you can reach out to us.
Hey, as soon as it came up, I was going to tell you guys, but I came up and I told you.
I mean, it sounds like it came up a while ago and you didn't tell us, but that is okay. I will forgive that. It's been a long week.
Well, to be fair, one of the people there I told, and the other one we haven't seen in a while. So, kind of. Podrick knew.
Well, Miss Vader, I am certain this is not the evening you had intended it to be, but I think we had best probably skedaddle. Say.
Veda throws up. Sorry, I don't think I've ever seen anything so violent in all my life.
Go
Who
over
are you
and
people?
carefully take the healing potion from her.
We are private investigators. We see, unfortunately, Miss Vader, the worst side of all people.
And hearing this conversation, Weatherford kind of like rolls around the corner of the door frame and just goes, "Yes, we'll you and I, Miss Veda, will have a conversation. Yeah, we'll speak
didn't
after
kill him.
we get out of here." Pip, I don't want to hear a word out of you, or you, Mac.
Oh,
Veda,
I understand that.
We'll talk. Okay. And he kind of like pulls, he like picks up one of the trench coats off of one of the chairs, pulls it over and kind of flips it over your shoulders and like starts trying to walk you out of the room. Hands you a handkerchief. Stumbles a little because he's still a little drunk.
And
Are you
gas.
feeling better at least?
I'll lean down to the auctioneer and put the healing potion in his hand. So, sounds like you were robbed by them kobolds, and as you heard, there's someone a little bigger than them that's behind it. You know, I do apologize for shooting you, but I did offer you very peacefully a simple chat.
When it comes to fight or flight response, my response is oftentimes flight, and thus pushed to my edge. I apologize for trying to run. Thank you.
It's crazy how those kobolds shot and stabbed you.
He's just, I'm sorry, but I do it again.
Pretty much. So, friend, again, apologies. If you could do me a favor and at least recall some of the items, or perhaps furnish us with a secondary list so we can continue our investigation.
Can you come and get it from me tomorrow, please? Let me have an evening's rest from this. This has been a bit much.
Sure.
I understand it's probably time is of the essence, but whatever list like my copied list is not accurate by any stretch of the imagination, and is sitting on my desk at home. So,
what about attendees as well? Do you have anything on them? I mean, one of them did summon a elemental being of fire to
I
sail
do
us.
not have a guest list. I was just supposed to report down the numbers.
Do you know who in the hotel would have access to it?
Probably the front desk or whoever was hosting the event.
Ah, well.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Relationship with the front desk, gentlemen. So.
Go ahead and
lady. Sorry.
If I could copy down your full little bit of investigation paperwork here. Full name, a rune that I can reach you at, and your home address. So I can come on by and pick that up from you. It would be most appreciated.
I look at Mac, I look at Wilhelm, and I suddenly think I don't know this man anymore.
Let me get my list of names. This is my name is Robert Wright, spelled with a W. Here's my rune, and he just kind of like etches it in. Here's my address, and he writes down a quick address, and you recognize it as one of the more populated areas of the housing district that is more populated by run-down apartments.
Did he do it relatively quickly, like he was familiar with the address, or did he give us a fake address?
Is it near where I live?
Probably a few blocks down. Yeah.
I'm taking my own notes, and I say, so that's Robert with a W?
No, Robert's spelled the normal way, right with a W.
Oh, I see. Switcheroo.
Yes.
That's spelled Podrick. That's spelled WRITE.
No, for fuck's sake, can you call yourselves investigation?
They're just having some fun with each other, friend. All right, Robert. Well, here, drink this. Give me your arm, and we'll go ahead and walk you down and hand you off to someone who knows a little bit more first aid.
Please do not be offended when I say that I do not want to touch you.
Okay, Podrick here will escort you down to someone who knows a little bit more first aid.
I offer my arm.
I grab his hand and help him up.
He gets up, downs the potion quickly, wraps his arm around, and yeah. At that, we have our resident mage ready to hop into chat, so we're going to take a quick break and get him in here so that way we can continue moving forward, yeah?
Cool.
Thanks for sticking with us so far.
Nope.
BRB.
Spend your elf eggs.
Yes.
Spend your elf eggs, hatch 'em.
Monkeys. Yay.
Oh, wow. All that work. I went to the wrong one.
Hey, JD.
Really? I'm suddenly a pile of... Oh, there we go. Like,
oh, man.
Nope, still not right.
Nope, that's all right. I'll fix it. Don't worry.
So you said there's an alphabet on a leg?
Yeah, it's
No,
really,
no,
it's
we're,
amazing.
no.
The entire alphabet.
No.
He said... It's an Harold, you're looking hot. Fuck.
Let's go.
Love dumb
Not
jokes.
today, Satan. Not today.
This is a dog situation.
Well, it's funny because I was talking to Ryan before the stream. I was like, "Hey, can you come in and just be a dummy account on the screen so I don't have to rearrange the cameras at the break?" He's like, "Oh, what? Just flip them around. It's not a big deal. Just move them around." Like, yeah, I don't know. Just not
Incorrect.
It's not my forte.
Yeah, he has a lot more faith in you than our history should allow.
That's true.
Welcome to -2.
Welcome back to A Sinner's Dream. Don't forget to spin your elf eggs on those dice. The Steam game tonight is Red Solstice, if I remember correctly. 10 out of 10. Definitely would recommend that one. Fantastic, fun game to play
favorite.
through. I won it last time, and I think I won it in a 5 best friends game. So, let's see. Forge, because of Foundry, Heavy Arms. Let's do this. Yeah. So as you all are escorting this man out of the hotel, with Weatherford and Veda ahead of you, the lights are flashing the red and blue down the hallways. Those liminal spaces becoming much more hard to look at. They didn't really take the emergency lights into account whenever they were designing the majority of this space. The red and blue shining off the gold in awkward angles. The black that kind of like backlights the rest of it. It kind of hurts your eyes to look at as the red hits it and the blue flashes. But eventually you make your way. Are you guys going to try and take the elevator, or are you going to try and take the stairs?
We're going upstairs, yeah? I want to investigate what happened upstairs.
I've been told you're not supposed to take the elevator in an emergency.
Yeah, and Pod's taking
is that where we're at? Did we want to go up, or are we leaving?
It depends. If you want to check out what happened upstairs and look for evidence, we could do that. It might be smart.
Yeah, we have to get the auctioneer to someone that understands first aid.
How can I put this? Are we aware of where our nearest point of egress?
I got a map that'll help us.
Wunderbar.
Can I pull Can I pull Wilhelm to the side for a second? Do we have like? Can I? Okay,
You could probably like separate yourself to the back a little bit. Trail behind.
Where's the auctioneer in all this?
Probably. Oh well, yeah. No, somebody needs to be holding.
I'll take him. Hold his hand.
Okay.
God.
How you feel about stairs, buddy?
As they walk towards the stairs, I kind of grab Wilhelm's shoulder and like hold him like back for a second, and I say,
Sort of eye them and look back at him. I heard you, but you can't be right. You have to be mistaken. Yeah, it's not possible.
"That's what I thought. I thought she was asleep."
You're certain it was that thing?
I saw that creature. Do you remember what was once our coffee maker? It was possessed.
Yeah. Good. Now,
Two of them.
It was with her. And moreover, she had... It was the strangest thing. She had armor. It was almost like mine. I don't think she is the quintessential...
You saw her face.
It was obscured by armor. Mostly. But, remind me, did I see her face? I don't think I did.
Nope.
No, I didn't see it, so I guess I can't be certain. But her magic was strong, and...
The headphones were there, too.
Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. Because it makes things only more strange.
Padraig, you are one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. I trust your instincts here, but we have to be certain. It wouldn't make sense, right? That this being is running around town, this world. Perhaps it would make sense. Maybe this whole thing is living out some sick fantasy they have of being a good guy, vigilante. Who knows?
Right, blue streak. We've heard of this one for so long. We've been trying to catch him and
even
for the longest
Fiddler.
time.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not sure what I saw, but I know that the magic was similar to mine, and it makes me disconcerted.
Perhaps we can see if we can get any leads with the police department, if they have anything on the blue streak, whatever they can find. Maybe even timelines, first occurrence, first witnesses. It's a good thing to look into. I'm glad you made it out. What happens up there?
It didn't seem as if she was attempting to kill. She wanted something. I think it was the statue. That is why I'm so curious. Yes, it's made of granite. Isn't that the same material as the phylactery? Similar.
I don't believe. Well, Arwintinian glass. It is. It's a granite. That I don't believe so, but I don't know. We have the fracture. Perhaps we could test it. Extreme heat.
I'm thinking that she came for the statue to take this heated material in order to fix what she has broken so very much. But I may be reading too far into things.
Well, I have some insight what is happening there, but not now. I will explain later. So what happened? She stole the statue?
She burst through the ceiling, destroyed the statue, and knocked one of the artist's husband, 20 feet away into a pillar as he tried to protect his work. I don't know if he's all right. I think he's probably okay, but it's important to me that I was able to make a contact with the artist as well. I don't know if he's going to reply, but the whole thing is... It's beyond my comprehension, Wilhelm.
Well, what we do know, is that I cannot imagine it was a coincidence. That's the organization we aligned with. Had us come inspect and just watch at this random gallery, just go, and then she shows up. Yeah.
Right.
How did they know? And what do they know? It's a question.
And where does she and the shadow... Where does she end and the shadow lilies begin?
Too many questions. But let us go upstairs and do what we know we can do, what we are good at.
Right.
And do a little digging, yeah?
And I think there's some hors d'oeuvres left.
Good. I am quite parched. I'll clap him on the his metal shoulder. Ting ting. I still got my
brass. You got your knuckles on.
My silver knuckles on. Yeah.
Ting ting. Love it.
So you guys are taking the auctioneer upstairs, yeah? To be clear.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we should take him downstairs.
To be clear.
I think we should take him to the entrance.
To be clear.
Where, because we don't know if, like, cops and first aid people are upstairs yet.
It's up to y'all. You tell me what you want.
Baldric doesn't think that the auctioneer matters in the least, so he doesn't just follow everybody else with that.
Pip, let's take him out front.
Okay.
Let the magic people figure out upstairs.
Okay.
No, I don't. Nope. I need somebody else to go with us. You killed me, and you were stabbing another person in the feet.
No, it'll be fine. We won't. We won't harm
that
you.
was
not. I don't trust it. You're not going to convince me otherwise,
Robert. That was the kobolds.
Why don't you come with me instead? I didn't kill anyone.
Let's get this straight. That was the kobolds.
Padre, I think you are better.
Make a persuasion check, Pip. Or an intimidation, either one.
Okay. Let me see which one's higher. It's not bad. It's really not bad.
Because it could go either way.
Not bad. What was that? Intimidation? That's it.
Or persuasion.
Or persuasion. They're the same. 17.
He just kind of... He looks over at Mac and...
The kobolds that robbed you.
I think I can you have my rune. I can get downstairs by myself.
And your address.
Yes, thank you. And he just kind of starts hobbling his way down the stairs.
Oh,
Robert, I will follow him. He's not gonna outrun me.
Please do not follow me.
I gave you water. I have your best interest at heart.
I understand,
okay.
But you were stabbing a man in the foot, or a kobold, whatever, in both feet, not just one. And you did it on both sides of the foot. So please understand, whenever I say I do not trust you as far as I could throw you, and honestly, might be okay at doing that.
God, I'll reach down and touch his leg and cast Cure Wounds. Billy. Also, he did have an awful lot of hit points for a commoner.
You're being way too sensitive about this.
Healing potion and cure light wounds and revivify.
Pretty tough for an auctioneer.
Oh, thank you. And we will be in touch.
And just for reference, again, when Wilhelm heals people, it's like you're sitting just a little too close to a campfire. Like, it's kind of uncomfortable.
I'm already sweating and have died today, so you're not going to make me that much more uncomfortable physically. Thank you all. You will hear from me in the morning. And he starts making his way down the stairs.
Why do I feel like we're not going to hear from him in the morning?
That's okay. I got his address. We can go talk to him whenever we want.
Or investigate the crime scene.
Or investigate his apartment.
Do you remember what happened the last time someone we thought might be looking at our address? We didn't go home.
She's dead.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it is a shame, but this is the path this man has chosen. I will let him walk it.
Yeah, well, at least I can't be brought up on murder charges because he ain't dead. So, I guess we go upstairs.
Weatherford looks at Veda and just goes, we do have business upstairs. Would you like to go up there with us, or would you like me to continue with you down?
I look over at Harold and he seems fine enough, but she glances around at the rest of these incredibly murderous strangers and then back at her sister's brother. I mean, her best friend's brother, and just say, I'll come with, just, in case things get dicey again.
Right,
I'm
Veda,
fine.
you jumped right into that. Are you okay?
No, not at all, but it's fine.
Are you okay physically? We'll talk about mentally later.
Well, physically, I'm fine, yes. I don't
Great,
think I...
excellent.
She killed more people than I did.
Technically, she knocked him out.
I didn't kill anyone.
Wait, so not everybody in that room was dead?
They are now. She just knocked him out first.
I don't know if you're aware, but there is such a thing as not killing someone.
Yeah, for the record, I have not killed anyone. Actually, I think Harold, that man, when that bird gets fired up, it can do some damage, huh?
Yes, well, he's a good lad, Roger. He gets a little carried away sometimes. I suppose when you give an owl the power of a dragon, things are bound to go a little, sideways.
Let's not use that word too much right now, because that's kind of making my hackles rise.
Which word is that?
What's the components in that? It is an interesting arcane ritual.
Weatherford just pushes past you all and starts upstairs.
I would love a few notes.
Do you consider a fire elemental to be like a person? Because I killed one of them, but I didn't kill like a person.
Veda,
I think we're getting into some very philosophical conversations that are best left for, well,
whiskey. Lots of it.
I'm pretty good at not killing people too.
Yeah, as we make this walk, I will say that there were some bad people in that room, right? We all saw them.
I didn't see them, but I trust you.
Unfortunately, I think we got distracted by the wrong avenue.
I want to come out in defense of myself. To be fair, I'm pretty good stabbing people in the right spot. Stabbing doesn't have to mean killing. The kobold is kind of a special scenario. It's not normal.
I've never seen you act like that, Pip, but I have to admit, that was the first time.
I wasn't gonna kill him. It was just, it was bluffing. It was doing the big old talk and whatnot, and then it just got really annoying.
Gotta say, he's really good at it.
I agree.
I seem to remember, like, a hideous wailing sound. What on earth was that?
You hear the auctioneer go, "That was me!" Echo up the stairwell.
I look down the stairs. That was not, in fact, the class feature of the Phantom Rogue. That
was. We all have our ghosts, I guess.
First impressions are really important, and Veda, I swear, I don't just kill people. I'm trying to actively learn not to do that. It's okay. I mean, just say it.
I mean, I can make you a referral to a good therapist
I ask questions first,
facility.
to be fair.
I was going to say, we don't want to offer him a shrink. He's quite small enough.
Do therapists make you smaller?
Mac
Why does
just
anybody go to
turns
them?
and starts walking.
Why would anybody go to them?
I think I heard they only shrink your head.
Chuck's gone.
Oh, we literally lost the DM. Look at that.
Gone.
Oh, there he is.
As you all make your way up into the hallway leading up to the main art gallery, Pip and Harold take inspiration, and we'll talk about that later. So as you all go into this big open room, the cold night air beginning to blow in through the broken ceiling. Glass is shattered across the majority of the floor. There's a massive pile of what looks like still smoldering rock in the middle of the room that is like a pitch black. The remains of the Arwentinian glass sculpture have been shattered and removed, pieces of it still lying kind of scattered around this podium that it was once sitting on. A few of the lights are still kind of shorting out from time to time. The ground is soggy from whenever the water, whenever the fire alarm was pulled. And in the distance through that overhead, you can hear the soft of the sirens coming your direction.
Oh, sounds like the pound trucks are coming.
I should be out of here soon then. All right. What have I got up my sleeves today? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Just to clarify, Chuck, there's nobody else is in here. Everybody's evacuated.
Make a perception check.
Chuck, what would happen? Would I be able to upcast a disguise self spell to perhaps?
All right,
Disguise self
20,
has
24.
Disguise self has a range of self, and unless you are I don't even think. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even think that you could distance spell it using meta magic. So, and upcasting it wouldn't do anything for anybody else anyway.
All right. Group disguise is a specific one. I think like
Who is
or something.
Yeah.
Who is the largest
you're thinking of?
It would probably be. You or Mac, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm 6.5 or 7.5 feet tall.
Here's what I can do. I can take care of the two of us. Pip is pretty quiet, I think. I don't know about Veda. Are you able to be sneaky?
All right.
Yes, very, very much so.
Veda, if we would, are there other rooftops nearby?
You're on one of the higher up rooftops. There is a balcony on that the windows have been shattered on, letting in that gray moonlight, taking over some of those colored uplit lights that are still kind of sparking every once in a while.
Is there any kind of connection building to building, like a wiring or anything like that Veda could spider climb ish over to another building?
Mm-hmm.
It would be a situation that it would be precarious, and doing it on an individual wire is going to be just as rough. Okay. It's a solid, probably 40 feet down, before you even get to the next highest building in the near vicinity. But
I think I have. I mean, I can. If I fall, I will be fine.
Theoretically,
oh yeah,
for
you're
60 feet.
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
Are we
I
talking
got
about
slow fall? So
are we talking about running here? Because we ain't guilty of nothing, and we're investigators who were here as invited guests, and we're currently investigating
with a 24 on your perception check. in the corner that you hadn't really you'd clocked it whenever you came in, where all the familiars had been staying. There is a single figure that is still perched up there, and you can see the unactivated orb of Flimsy / Gertz still sitting on one of the perches. And below it, you can see a bolo tie that you recognize to be on that was once around the neck of a certain very tall black minotaur.
Can I get both?
Gertz is probably a good 15 feet up. You might have a hard time running up and grabbing her unless you have something.
Yep. How high can you jump? You think you could reach?
It's about 15 feet, story and a half or so.
And I point out Gertz.
Can I reach him, Chuck?
Yeah, with your 15-foot jump. Yep.
Okay, let's do it. Fuck yeah, I'll go for it.
All right,
I will grab the bolo tie.
Okay, as you leap up and grab a hold of Gertz, there's an odd rattling sound, and as you pull it down, you land, and one of the metal panels is loose, and inside it's empty. It's just like a glass orb, and inside there's a little gem that's currently rattling around inside of it.
Inside the orb.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Well, here you go. It's a little weird, but here you go.
Could you hand that to Pod for me?
Pass it right along.
I grab it. Put it over one shoulder.
And
Flimsy's wings are just kind of like down.
We're upstairs now, right? Or are we
Correct.
still?
You were up in the penthouse.
So I want to look at where things like crash to pieces and try to investigate.
Same. I will help him. Specifically the statue.
Yeah.
Okay. Make an investigation check with advantage, or both of you take one.
And I want like traces of magical energy type stuff. If
that's
possible.
going to take some detect magic
Arcana.
And Arcana.
I don't think you need my help for the investigate. Yeah, you have a fairly good investigation.
I mean, advantage is always welcome, but if you'd like to do one and I'll do the other, I'll take the Arcana.
Are you going to do I was going to cast detect magic.
Well, you do that, and then I'll do. Okay, then I'll just investigate physical, and you can.
Yeah, I just don't. My investigation isn't as good as yours.
Actually, why don't I do this? And I touch Wilhelm, and I cast See Invisibility on him.
Okay. So as he touches you, part of the armor kind of like splits off, and a clockwork piece kind of crawls up your neck, and kind of just hangs there for a moment and goes around your ear before making a small monocle in front of your eye. And as you look through it, kind of peering around, you don't catch anything invisible.
I just detect magic.
Okay.
And I don't think I've used my one-a-day ritual as a normal casting time.
Okay.
I can't remember, to be perfectly honest with you.
I don't think you did today either.
Okay. Then I will also detect magic, so we're looking, apples to apples. And
okay, so yeah, then I would help him investigate if we both cast it. So.
Okay. The other thing here that is disconcerting and a little hard to kind of parse through, Wilhelm, you've probably used See Invisibility at some point, or had it cast on you for a variety of different things. Yeah, it's self, but this is fine. And as you, it's all good. As you're kind of like looking out, you're used to being able to see some semblance of movement through like this off-kilter, filtered light that is ethereal in nature. And looking through this monocle now, that's not there, and is instead you can see through that fixture, and like if you look up, you can see through the clouds and actually see that crystal ceiling overhead. You know, a few hundred feet up, but
as if. So I guess to try to quantify what you're saying to me, is it that the sky is illusory in nature, or is that I am seeing the ceiling because it was invisible?
The latter.
Okay.
At this point, I want to walk over to Mac. Mac, this is going to be a little bit strange. Have you ever been shrunken before?
Have I seen a therapist? No.
Great callback. Great callback. Ugh.
Not quite where I was. Not quite where I was going with this, but
yeah. Well, you better see one, bud.
And I take out it looks like a pistol.
Wait, who said that? Was that Weatherford?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I take out what looks like a pistol, but it's got instead of a barrel, it has a dish on it with a long a long stick and a ball. It's just a really ridiculous ray gun.
Are you shrink-raying him?
Yeah, and I pointed at him.
My hand immediately goes to my revolver. I'm sorry, what?
I know it looks bad.
Bringing out the little guns.
and I turn it to the right, and it you can hear it go
All right, are we still contemplating leaving here under stealthy circumstances? Because we've done nothing wrong. There is no reason why we should be afraid of the police, especially with what we know. We are investigating this, and we helped attempt to stop a robbery. There's no reason. And, our employer himself is here.
Yeah, that's not a good one. That's not a good one right now, bud.
What, are you being investigated?
No, we'll talk about it later.
What about you, Weatherford? I was just going to ask, do you need any assistance hiding if we do try to escape?
I'll be fine. I'm not planning to escape anything.
Yeah, I think that previous conversation that we all had with Wilhelm and everything, I think you should come with us and see all this we're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna sidle over to the edge of the crowd and pull oh my god, Harold with me. And just kind of under.
Before you do that,
yes,
we never resolved the Arcana check.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
and I've been holding on to the excitement of the fact that I rolled a 4 on Harold's die.
Oh.
And on the very first roll on camera, with the -2 charisma 5 best friends die, I rolled a natural 20 for a 31.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
So, let's resolve this for a second.
Jesus.
Notebooks
I'm
up,
in
bitches.
space, open to you.
I get
2,000
a
elf
20-minute
eggs,
conversation
and those natural
with the lich,
20s could be
and-
yours. Thank you, Val.
As you and Wilhelm are kind of exploring the space, detecting, pulling on your various different forms of detect magic, yeah, there's definitely still residual magic here. There were a variety of different spells that were cast in rapid succession in this space, and it's calculated. In order: catapult, enlarge, a Oh, shit, what's that spell called? I had the list in my head and it disappeared. Demiplane, followed by Reduce, and Arcane Lock.
Harold, have you ever seen anything like this?
And I mean, it is rapid succession. Like, nobody should be able to cast that fast.
Like, more so than, like, the meta-ist of the meta magic. Like,
correct.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that
like
it
if
would
I've known a
take-
sorcerer of some
it
kind,
would have taken.
they would have never been able to do that.
Correct. It would have taken like multiple time stops from multiple different people to do that in that span of time. The other thing that you get is a thunder wave in there
Quickened
as well.
time stop.
But
and
it's
then
not
time
as...
stop. And
Podrick, did you say there was fun being here?
It's more like
else,
two.
Was anyone else casting?
To be fair, it was.
To be fair,
it was also. It was also flimsy, but I don't know if it was the same flimsy that I have here.
Do any of those have a
hold it out?
Have a
There's also
range
color
of touch?
Color spray. Sorry, there's more. Color spray and blindness.
In what order?
Those went off simultaneously.
Like a flashbang?
Yeah. So in this particular order, it was catapult, blindness, and color spray. I mean, not color spray, and deafness and color spray. Sorry. Enlarge, demiplane, reduce. I'm missing one.
Arcane Lock.
And Arcane Lock. Thank you.
So, do enlarge and reduce, is that a touch spell? Because Flimsy could have cast that.
I smile and I like hold the pistol. I kind of wave it around and I say, "So are we leaving or
It
are we
has
staying?"
it has a range of 30 feet. To answer
Okay,
that
never
question.
mind. Holy shit, that's huge, and I'm gonna spend the next 2 weeks trying to figure that out. I can be pulled aside by Veda now.
Yeah. She's just gonna say under her breath, like, "Are you sure these people can be trusted? Are you in trouble? I can go to the police myself if I need to. It's fine. I can leave you out of it. I'm very concerned."
Veda, I do appreciate your concern. These are quite possibly the closest thing I've ever had to friends. For better or worse. And we're all on the brink of something quite rather incredible that I would in fact like to share with you if you're willing, but I can't really talk about it. And that's the unfortunate thing. None of us can really talk about it until it's too late, and then you're involved, and you can no longer talk about it with anybody who can't already talk about it.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. Well, I don't know the details, but the big one with the horns, his nose was bleeding, and then Patrick was
so he
nearly
was
dying, and I think I know.
Yeah. There's a lot to it. And I quite think you would find it an interesting opportunity.
Well, I find a lot of things interesting. I have a lot of special interests, but sure. I mean, you know, I feel like if I abandon it now, I would probably get in trouble myself, and I don't want to go to prison for murder. So,
well, I think Mac is right. We haven't really done anything wrong. It feels like we may have, but I don't think we actually have, in the grand scheme of things. And rest assured, there's a building about 40 feet down that way. I can get there. I have great faith that you can get there.
Oh, I get
if
that.
we need to make a hasty exit, we make a hasty exit. Meet you back at your mother's next time she has a terrible event that we have to go to.
Yeah. Can you just keep an eye on that one, though? She points to Pip, just little.
Oh.
You know.
Might have gotten a little excited. He's recently received a promotion.
No, he hasn't.
May have gone to his head.
Did the promotion involve a larger knife?
He doesn't need a larger knife. That's the beauty of it.
Okay.
In all fairness, I don't notice we really work for Weatherford anymore. This guy,
He's still paying y'all, but for what reason, nobody knows.
he didn't really pay us to begin with.
He paid us once in our memory. Like, fuck.
Wilhelm's
Go
not
per
very
diem,
money
wow.
motivated.
Well, I pull out the map. Where is the where's the nearest bolt hole back to the realm of uncertainty?
Mabel's shop.
Fuck. Of course it is.
I don't know what to tell you. It was right around the corner.
It's downtown, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
Then you go downtown.
I did.
Now, how? All right. I'm sure this place has multiple exits that aren't a balcony and don't involve making me a lot smaller than I am. No offense, Pod.
I'm like visibly disappointed. I really wanted to test this.
Yeah, the fact that you wanted to test it makes me even more reluctant. So let's not go that route. And if everybody's got the information, let's clack hooves and head over to a place I know.
Is that like
I
a
have-
euphemism? Like knock boots?
No,
Clack
it's-
hooves?
no, it's beat feet.
Who has the highest passive perception?
Me or probably Wilhelm, actually.
Oh my goodness.
What do you
I've got a
say that?
13.
It's just 10 plus your plus your
Perception
modifier.
Oh, mine's
And if you
15.
if you
Yeah, mine's
have
a
observance,
19.
If
Also
you have
a 19.
observant, it gives another plus 5.
Okay.
So with 19s, both of you catch him pull a slip of paper off of one of the tables, and it disappears into his wrist.
Who?
I catch
Who
who?
does?
Gonna
Weatherford.
die.
Oh, that's
Weatherford.
fine. I feel like I'm okay with that.
Into his wrist.
Yeah, just
Wrist pocket.
You've seen Wilhelm do it with all the forms.
True.
True.
Just kidding. I don't know.
Where do you think I learned it?
From
I'm fine with it. I trust Weatherford for now.
Did
I
I hear correctly? There is a little bit of a crowd still, like waiting. Or
No,
recovering.
not here.
Okay, cool.
Not in this room.
Is there a small chunk of the statues that I can manage to take?
Sure. How big do you want?
Pocket-sized.
Okay.
Is this Arwintonian glass like normal glass or obsidian?
In what regard?
Can it be sharpened? I know that's what he's thinking.
Tool-like
Don't
qualities.
be such a glass hole.
Yes, it actually can be sharpened.
Excellent. Pip will also take two pieces that are about hand
I
size.
knew it. That's my boy.
Are there any other
Harold
pieces?
will kind of address the
Yeah,
group
no, there's
really
plenty of
quick.
small pieces that are just kind of like shattered around. It shattered. So the way that, let me be transparent about what happened. The teeth fell in, grew up, blew it up, and only took the like humanoid-esque shape into the teeth. Shrunk back down.
Yeah,
Box closed back up.
But none of that has been explained to me.
Yeah, the body that didn't behave like glass that we all knew was there.
So the rest of the glass, that massive wave that was that like looked like it was crashing over the top of them, shattered. So there are huge chunks laying around, like the size of chair. You could make a duvet out of one of these chunks of glass. It would be uncomfortable, but
like
you
a
could
nice
do it.
duvet. Yeah, so yeah, okay.
You could probably put some cushions on.
I'll take some fist-sized chunks and throw them in my pack. That's about it, though.
Harold will take small samples and then address the group and say, "So, we've all heard the sirens. Now is the time to make a decision. We've talked about it. We've made plans. Are we leaving or are we not?
I'm gonna report the crime. So I've got your asses. Get out of here.
All right.
You can leave out the front door if you want to.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, you heard the man.
Do you want me to shrink you?
Me?
Just kidding. And I put it away.
Can I make an insight check?
On Weatherford? Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. At a 21.
You've worked with the guy for a few years. You've gotten to know him decently well. He had a few beers while you drink some water at Larry's a time or two, shared a few of the little triangle mozzarella sticks after a good job. I mean, he's unimpressed and coming off of being drunk still. And based off of his kind of demeanor and the way that he's been acting, you ascertain that it probably has everything to do with the fact that there was no real investigation work done here. It was more of a SWAT team-esque situation from his perspective.
It was interrogation. I learned it from you, Dad.
Well, I give him the address of Mabel's shop. And so after you tell them what happened, come to this address. Don't go anywhere else. Because you're probably being watched.
I'm always being watched, but that's beside the point.
No, I mean by a lot more hinky shit.
Sure.
Mr. Weatherford, it shouldn't need to be said, but I will say it anyways. We have spent the better part of the last 3 days being shot at, interrogated, exploded, put pod back together once.
Yep.
Be careful out there.
Mm-hmm. I'm always careful.
Come to the address. Believe me, you'll understand what was going on.
Sure.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Yes, somebody needs to actually report the crime. What actually happened over there with that? Can you give me a quick debrief with the statue?
I do, and I tell everybody what happened, how you described it a moment ago, with a little bit more detail. Okay. I explain it thoroughly.
I explain it like you did, but better. Fuck you.
At least,
with more detail than I meant more detail than I said to Wilhelm. But yes.
Okay.
Well, at least our warden has a bit of a sense of humor.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys on the
It'll
other
make
side.
sense to everybody but Beta.
Wilhelm,
you'll see us on the other side. You have no idea how accurate that statement is.
Yeah, no kidding. Can you hand me those that bolo real quick?
Yes, I was hoping that either Harold and I could potentially some arcane techniques to trace its owner, but be careful with it, yeah.
Oh, no, I'll be fine. I put it on, and I shift my armor to look like an outfit like the oil magnet.
Nice.
I got no problem getting out of here, boys.
And I wish we had some of those belts that made us disappear, huh?
One of you does.
I forget which one of us does.
I don't think it's me.
I know which one of us has it. I made you take it.
Aye.
It's you, Harold.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, was that I mean, was that in the 4 hours that I've missed in the last 2 sessions?
No, it was when we were with Briathis. Remember, he was very upset because his pants were falling down
yeah.
as we were.
Yeah. I don't actually think I need it as much as someone else might. I mean, I'm not sure who else, but someone else.
Yeah, because Mac and Pip don't know what it does.
We've never seen it. What are you guys talking about?
Before we go downstairs, Pod, real quick, punch me. Right in the muzzle.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just do it.
Wilhelm just cracks him in the face.
Yes. I relent and get hit just so like there's fresh blood coming down. Dressed, fresh blood. The ow. Yeah. Oh, wait.
It wasn't a great hit, but the damage is there.
He's got repent and across his nose.
Oh man.
Yeah. So just I look a little kind of fucked up as I'm gonna go head down the stairs to the front.
How? You all right?
Oh no, I'm fine. It's all part of the appearance of getting out of the front.
I was always curious, who would win.
Oh no, I can take a punch. Don't worry. Well, except for Mabel, but that's a different story.
I was starting to second guess you.
Yeah, no, it's our.
I'm kind of glad it didn't shrink you before that.
Yeah, I'm not a piece of beef that can be stuck in a pocket. Thank you very much.
Listen, you're going to really like this gun when I turn the knob
I'm
to
not.
the left.
I just turn on hooves and start walking for the front door.
All right, so
I'm out.
Remind me how the belt works again. Is it like a artifice kind of thing, or is it more a magic thing where if it's on you're invisible, or do you have to like hit a button, or what's
neither? It's you put a rune somewhere, and if you have been there within like the past hour, you can teleport back to it.
Oh, okay.
And it's got 10 runes that you can do that with. So
that's right.
I take out my voice recorder and I want to start like kind of recording what I saw tonight, all in code words. It's like,
do you know thieves can't?
Evening went well. I sold lots of drinks. There were hors d'oeuvres involved. And I am thinking, there was chattering teeth. That ate a statue.
Yes, those are good. That's a great
excellent
code.
To be fair, though, if you didn't know what had happened, it does sound like code.
I look down at the thing and I all right.
I look at
Let's
Pip
go.
and Pip looks at me and I look back at Podrick and I'm like, when did you learn thieves can't?
I don't know thieves can't. I know.
I know. Like that's the.
Is there anything anybody else would like to do before we leave the scene?
Not the scene, but before on our way out, if we're going out the front door, I want to find my new manager, see if he'll pay me.
Okay.
But also have a very short conversation.
Veda, along the process, you would have gotten Weatherford's rune.
Okay. Wait, the rune is for
Your
calling?
sending stone.
Sending stone. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay. Make a perception check then.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's not a huge deal, but I mean, hey,
Somebody's got to profit off of all this.
Right.
It's 11.
With an 11, as you all make your way down the stairs, it takes a long time because you guys were, 14th
floor.
Yeah, 14th floor up. It takes a minute. You're not rushing your way down. You're taking your time, As you get down to the first floor, the sirens have gotten louder. And as you go through that door, you almost get run over by a bunch of tieflings and other demon-esque figures. A few fiery-haired people come running by with ladders and a variety of water hoses. And as you all exit, Pip, you see the golden dragonborn currently like wrapped in a blanket, just like on the back of a cop's van, currently speaking with 2 werepoodles.
Nice.
I hate the werepoodles. I hate it.
I will just like stand to the side and wave.
He taps his spent sending stone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it. He's busy.
Okay.
We don't really want to wait around. If they're done in like a minute or two, like I'll go have a chat with them. But if they're not done, like it's not worth waiting.
He takes a few minutes. But eventually the 2 werepoodles kind of like walk away. For the most part, they recognize most of you as private investigators. Those of you that can like kind of show your badge or whatever, they just kind of and move on. A couple of you get questioned for a few moments and trying to gather up some of the evidence as to what happened here tonight. You guys do see the...
I have an extremely important question. Is Gerald Fitzgerald on the scene?
Make a perception check.
Oh, wrong die. Ooh, doing well with those dice so far. 15 plus 9 is 24.
As you kind of very quickly glance around for him, no. Wrong department.
Just making sure.
Pip, eventually, they walk away.
Sweet. I will tell everyone. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go see if I can get some information. And I will walk over to the manager.
Yes.
Hey, are you okay? What happened?
I don't know if I'm getting paid.
That is a rough day.
Mm-hmm.
So everything went well in the other room. Other than I almost died. Are you responsible for hiring the Coles?
Are you a cop now?
No, I just thought would let you know you probably shouldn't hire them again, because I was bringing wine to the room, and then the alarm went off, and then a fight broke out, and it turns out the kobolds were stealing stuff. So I hid and ran away, but I figured I should let you know that whoever you hired them,
did you
very not reliable.
Did you let the police know?
Yes, we're doing that.
Good. Thank you for the information.
Did you hire them?
I will make sure that your payment is on its way to you post haste.
Who'd you hire them through? Because I'm gonna be looking for work, because this is kind of dangerous, and I definitely don't want to go through that.
Make a deception check.
Amazing.
Tell me who that was, so that I don't.
Just incredible.
Good boy.
Pip truly is the best of us. I cannot believe that Beta is questioning him.
Okay, you said deception.
Yep.
I'm beside myself.
Okay. Dang it! Why I have a very low deception? It's okay. It's not bad. It's 16.
With a 16.
Not horrible. Not horrible.
I would never suggest hiring ever again through the Diamond Snowflakes.
Okay. I will avoid them at all costs.
Sorry, it's been a long night. Rhinestone Snowflakes.
Rhinestone Snowflakes. The cheaper version of Diamond Snowflakes.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Okay. Very cool. Well, good luck. I'll, definitely make sure the cops know, and that, you're probably not liable for that. Do you know what they were auctioning today? Because I don't know if it was expensive or not.
It was supposed to, those things I think were supposed to go for hundreds of thousands of notes.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, cool. Well, thanks. Good luck. Honestly, if you don't get paid, then it's probably not fair that you have to pay me. So it's just up to you.
No, you had tips.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Do you need some water?
I would love some water.
There you go.
And the Dragonborn takes it and drinks it.
I have this image of my head, because he's a frog, of him just opening his mouth and squirting water out for the person.
It's so much worse.
No,
It's so much worse.
No,
and everyone
allowed.
is so cool with it. Like, yeah, go
They're
ahead.
like, oh yeah, okay.
It's just normal because there's grungs everywhere.
Right. Resources of water.
Just meh.
I have a sad mind.
Cool. That'll be it. I'm trying to get some. I will pass along the information.
They were hired through the rhinestone snowflakes.
I knew those kobolds looked fabulous.
Which is probably just a front for.
I love that song. Like a rhinestone snowflake.
As we're all staggering out,
Kill me.
Is Robert
gladly
around?
Is who?
Robert Wright.
No.
Damn
You
it.
do not see him.
Robert.
Robert.
Wobbuffet.
Wrong. Robert White. Damn.
Robert Wright.
Oh, I wanted to have to look at one last time. Oh well. Yeah, just gonna be like, oh
Told
my
the
god, anyone see the auctioneer? That man was a hero. And just like keep walking. Might as well keep lying.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do this evening? Where are you going? What is the plan?
I'm
Guess we're going to Mabel's shop.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to Mabel's shop?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the hellscape.
Yeah, I think we go to Mabel's shop and we wait for Weatherford to show up, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We do have to report in.
All right. Is there anything that you guys want to handle on the way there, or just you want to go straight to Weatherford showing up and going in?
How far are we from the hospital?
Which one?
The one that's
downtown, or the one that you went to before?
Oh yeah, the one that Veda was picked up from.
The one that Veda was picked up from? I would say that's probably like
because that's where what's his name is. That's where Randall is, right?
No, Randall is in the one that is in the housing district. The hospital that Veda was picked up at would be the one that was. No, you're right. But that was still over in the housing district either way.
Okay. Sad. Harold will use his sending stone to send a message to Anita. And I don't need to roleplay it out, but just ask if Randall's okay. Or she can check on Randall.
She says that she doesn't know if he's okay. And frankly speaking, yeah, I'll go check on him. She's still drunk out of her mind, and you can feel it through the sending.
Somehow I smell alcohol in the sending stone.
Like Anita, yes.
Yeah, I've done that.
So,
mix in a water, sister.
Following Mac to Mabel's shop, it takes maybe 10 minutes to get there. It's in that small shopping, like that small shopping square, that small shopping center, where they have that line up top for the grungs that are currently going back and forth. Getting away from the flashing lights is a little bit more comfortable. Things get a little bit easier to deal with as you are going along. And you find yourself standing outside of a small shop, glass front, and you can see the beginnings of what looks like a sticker being put up on the window, but the peel hasn't been pulled off yet. Inside, there are already a few tables that are starting to get stacked up with boxes. It doesn't look like Mabel is completely moved in yet.
Is she there?
No, the lights are dark. As you're look out of the corner of your eye, you can see that fuzzy spot. But as you look over at it, you can actually see like runes falling through the air, specifically JD because of sea invisibility.
Tricks.
Front door locked?
You go to try it and it is locked.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
I was going to say there's a back door.
Roll a dex with proficiency, please.
And where were the runes again? Are they inside where that like invisible wall is?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Is it like Dex with just proficiency, or is it like sleight of hand?
Did you take expertise in Thieves' Tools?
Not in Thieves' Tool. You're right. Yeah. Sure. There it is. Okay, cool. Just an 18.
18? Yeah. Easy enough. You walk over to it and you have to kind of like look up a little bit as it's at about eye level. You very easily pull that deadbolt across, open up the door with a ding-ling as the door opens.
It's okay, Veda. We know her.
Oh no, I had him.
We're not just breaking into an open shop. You just think so little of me.
Is she the one that makes the shoes?
Yep.
This
Yes,
is the
that's
shop
the
you've
one.
heard about.
I love those shoes. Oh my god, I'm right now.
And there are boxes around.
Don't nobody touch nothing.
Mac knows the owner, I believe.
Shut up, Harold. Yeah, just fuck, I'm gonna hate doing this. I'll tap my stone and write Mabel's rune on it. Pardon me, we're currently in the front of your shop waiting for our associate. We will be in shortly.
The response is almost jumbled as you can hear through her voice. She's gulping. Right. Okay, that's fine.
Yep, she's all right with that. So we'll just wait for Weatherford to get here, and then we go on the stupid ride.
All right. About how long do you guys want to wait for Weatherford?
How long does it typically take to talk to the cops? We would know from experience, right?
As an investigator, as a private investigator, there's potential for it to take literally probably another 4 or 5 hours.
Jesus.
Especially on something this big.
Yeah.
Potentially
Right.
longer depending on the scenario.
Wait.
Is there somewhere to have a drink nearby?
Right through there.
Yeah.
Alternatively, you could all go inside and get some rest. I don't mind waiting out here. At least out here, I can still talk.
Well, we can.
That's a
we
good.
could have him message us when he's on his way.
No, the return call sounded a little garbled, so maybe the connection ain't too good. I think that's a great idea, Wilhelm, because you can give him an idea of what it's like through the thing, and we can start the dumb reporting in there, kind of 2 birds, 1 stone thing, or 2 stones, 2 birds. I don't know, whatever.
I mean, the dumb reporting is my favorite part, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll save the most part and most of the yelling for you.
I've seen your forms.
Yeah. So my penmanship ain't that good. Come on.
Neither is your pension.
Not anymore, it ain't. Hey, you know, the Outlanders, they don't pay much, but I gotta say it was fun. Anyway, so yeah, guess we have to go through this thing. Miss, kind of feels weird, but just keep walking straight.
That? Am I going to die?
No, and I just
No, well, we didn't.
I literally
assume-
just walk through the wall.
And it's hard to kind of like look at that fuzz that you didn't even realize was there behind him. It hurts to look at. As you kind of look away and blink out of the corner of your eye, you can see that fuzz, and you look back and it's not there, and kind of back and forth. But Mac's gone.
Harold will kind of just approach Veda real quick. Veda, before you do or say anything else, if you go through that wall, I know I've been talking about what we've all been dealing with and all that kind of thing. It's not a decision you necessarily get to take back. I just want you to understand it's a lot. And if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to go through there, I understand. It's just you kept asking what we were into, and this is it.
In all fairness, this entire night has been a lot, and there's been a lot of choices that I no longer can take back. So, when in Kasmar...
Indeed. Or when just outside of it.
Just knowing...
Wait,
knowing...
Kasmar's the... No, we're in Kasmar.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
As far as you know, yeah.
But now...
Yeah, right. Right.
I also want to pull Wilhelm aside at some point, but we don't have to do that back to back.
Well, I'm still standing right here, and I am not going inside, but make sure you are certain, because it's uncomfortable to not know the answer to something, but some answers are harder to deal with than that absent.
In my line of work, it's always best to know the truth, no matter how painful.
Hold on to that feeling.
Hold on to that feeling.
And don't stop believing.
But Harold pulls Wilhelm aside.
Stop pulling. You can just talk to me. I don't understand.
Realize. Yoink.
I keep getting pulled in all these different directions.
Do I have a spell for this? Unfortunately, I do not. I do not have a spell for this.
Telekinesis is a higher level spell.
I just mage hand like coax him along. But there's been quite a few things going on that it occurs to me you're not quite okay with, and have every reason to not quite be okay with. Are you okay in the grand scheme of things?
Okay, it's a difficult question, Harold. I will explain more in time, but I have... There is a part of me that hates everything about this place. I want you to understand that when I say that, it's not a conscious decision. It is instinctual part of my being that I fight against, that wants nothing more than to destroy everything that this is. I need you to understand it's not morality shaped by experience and time. It is a, again, it is a spark that just burns that I had no control over. Every day is a struggle to bury it.
I know that I do not always come across as, well, much of a people person. I tend to think we leave that best to you on most occasions. But please, if it is the case or was the case or might be the case, don't let that be mistaken for a lack of care for you on an individual level. You are a friend, one of the only ones I've ever had, and I just want you to know that while I feel very differently about, well, everything we're going through right now, I do still care that you don't feel that way about everything we're going through right now, and I want to help, if possible, to make that easier for you.
Harold, I believe fervently that if anyone could do such a thing, it would be you. The utmost respect for you, your ability. However, I think even this is beyond what either of us is capable of at the moment. But there are answers out there, and we will find them. Of that I am certain. That I still have faith in.
Well, that's good to know. Right.
But just know if, again, if things get too hot, just, stand back.
Right, that's what Shield Touch is for.
Precisely. All right, well, I think this is getting a little awkward for both of us. Help your friend. I don't think she knows what she's in for.
Right. Oh dear. And walks back to the Veda disappearing into the into the wall.
She's tough, okay? She could take it.
Fucking champ.
It is a mental struggle more than a physical one.
Boss ass bitch.
I want to take out some chalk, and I have some on my sheet. And I take out some chalk, and I want to draw as I'm walking through again.
Okay.
Pitch darkness.
Yep. I don't know what I'm seeing. I'm just drawing, like, my name and, like, sentences and, like, just scribbles, basically. Just scribbles everywhere.
Etrick was here with W-U-Z.
Yes.
and the sussy, you know?
No, bad.
Wobbit White.
Gotta get the sussy S in.
Wobbit.
Wobbit. Wow.
Wabba fat.
You got this.
As you all travel your way into the hallway and down into that cavern that is currently, you hear it before you see it, as that darkness does not quite end on the edge of the silence. As you get past that buzzing feeling on your skin, the arm hairs standing straight up begins to go straight, begins to flatten out. The fur on the back of your neck, down your snout, is just electrified the entire way through. Before you step out into essentially pandemonium, as there are people everywhere just running from place to place. You can see Grung's currently like leaping over distances with a pile of papers to the paper palace. As you can see, a variety of the BB department is currently like going to town on looking at things, and you're not really sure what all they're looking for. Adrian Lynn is still stacking papers. That crystal overhead has an odd activity behind it. And Veda, it's the first time you've seen this space. It's big, it's expansive, it's huge. It's a few hundred feet in one direction and a few hundred feet in another with this massive circular-esque complex space. There's desks set up in groups. There are people of all shapes, sizes, races, colors, whatever, moving about the space. And in the center of it, there's this dome-like, this opaque dome in the center of the room with this massive telescope pointing straight up towards that purple crystal. Can't see into it. But as you all enter in, what would the five of you like to do without Wilhelm?
Who sent us on the mission again? Was it Bryathos or was it Lynn?
Lynn gave you the sheet.
Right. And he's busy.
Yup.
So
I'm gonna walk. I'm walking. I'm gonna walk toward the Paper Palace and find Lynn.
Yeah, I was gonna grab a snack and take it off to Wilhelm. But do you think we did this?
That's a good question.
No, I think we were set up to do this.
Veda, it's not normally like this. Just so you're aware.
What's different about it exactly?
Usually it's a lot more calm and a lot more just like business like, like an office.
Okay.
Comparatively, this is just chaos. So just to catch you, Lynn's our handler, and I think it's a good idea we go see him.
You say that again?
I think it's a good idea we go see him.
Oh, okay. I could meet him. It's fine.
Harold is concerned with Veda, but also is going is kind of tunnel visioning on the space around the crystal, and is going to see God, what's his nuts? It's been so long.
Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce.
You in particular, make an Arcana check.
Bruce! Oh, that's way out of there. Oh, not great. It is a 3, but that is a 14.
Oh, sorry. With a 14, took my breath away. With a 14,
I have that effect on people.
I know, it happens every time I see your face. You look up into the crystal and have a similar experience as you see the light flashing behind it, that swirling magic, almost as if it's liquid on the backside. Whatever is going on inside the phylactery is currently just as active as it is here in this space.
Would I think that that's explaining, that would explain how active things are out here if it's that active in there? Insight check, maybe?
Yeah, take an insight check. It's gonna be a fairly high DC because I don't think you've seen, you didn't see this last time, so.
I mean, it's probably not gonna do it, but 17.
Nope. As you are kind of trying to gather your bearings in the space, you're getting bumped and shoved out of the way as people are going in and out of that opaque dome. You find that it's might be connected. It might have to do with the fact that, something happened, some big thing happened up top. It could be either one, really.
So Harold will kind of try, so around the crystal, I mean, I imagine Bruce is around there. I'm sure Mabel's right there.
I mean, you can't see in, so.
Oh, that whole area is blocked off?
Yeah, it's that dome is not translucent like it was before. It is currently opaque and almost pearlescent.
Is there a way in?
You see people just walking in and out of it.
Harold will try to walk into it.
Is your tattoo on?
I mean, I have my tattoo, but
Is it on your
like
skin?
activated? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can walk through with ease. As you step inside, you can see Mabel currently like standing near another coffee pot, like her foot is bouncing rapidly as you see her in what would have been a nice evening gown is currently just kind of like taken over by a lab coat as she is standing over the top of this. She looks over, her hair is up in a nice like almost like honeycomb-esque bun, and she just says, Harold. And you can see Bruce currently just like and like moving that telescope from side to side, moving the dials rapidly. People come in, drop off paperwork, and leave.
Is he physically able to, like, is he so focused that he's not taking notes like he usually is?
You see off on one of the desks, there is currently a quill that is probably about the size of someone's forearm writing in a book very rapidly.
Okay. Harold wants to go over and read those notes while he's taking them.
He snaps in your direction as you go that way. Don't.
What do you need? What do you need?
I need to focus. If there's something that you need to report, please report it. Otherwise, please make your way out. Make your way out.
Well, she was here. Well, there.
Who?
We think.
Who?
Strongly. She. Who else?
Ahura?
Yes.
And he pulls his eye away and looks at you, and you can see that there's like a ring around where his eye has been.
Goggle
he's
face.
Obviously
Right,
been
shoe
here for a
polish.
hot minute. Shoe polish. And he just goes, he like spins around on his bar stool and just, I want every detail.
Then you want Patrick.
Then bring him here. And he spins back around and slams his face down onto it and begins go back to it.
And then I will go and get Patrick.
Okay. Do you go and get Padraig?
Okay.
Padraig, you have a similar situation. You come down into that space, very, very much identical at this point. Mabel is now pouring a cup and like mugs of coffee. Currently just burning her tongue along the way.
Yeah, I'm just like, right, so, everything you saw that you told to us about her crashing the party, tell to that one.
And he turns back around and...
I could do that. No problem.
Okay. As you begin explaining it to him, he just... Okay. That you're talking about the blue streak? Yeah.
The blue streak may be.
Fine, maybe.
Ahura. No, maybe Ahura. There is a chance. There is a very good chance, in fact. But the strangest thing is that she had armor like I do.
And you watch, as you say that, he spins back around, and you can see him like, and the entirety of the telescope begins to move in a much more wide arc, looking out across. And he stops and, is it black?
The armor?
Yep. Blue streaks on it.
I think so,
Like
yes.
Lightning bolt things.
Yes, for sure.
And he like collapses onto it. And this human man stands up and kind of adjusts his trench coat, and you can see like the button-up shirt underneath is incredibly wrinkled. The tie is non-existent. It's hanging so low.
Got a great bolo tie for your for replacement.
You can look if you'd like. Fuck. And he just like takes the mug of coffee, and for the first time since you've ever met the man, he leaves the dome.
Wow.
Harold
Okay.
doesn't know what else to do. He goes straight to the telescope because apparently there was something that wasn't supposed to be missed.
Looking into the telescope currently, it is an empty room full. It looks like a workshop. There are a few different setups, lifts that are currently holding up rather large sets of armor, plate mail, leather, studded leather, and various different forms of disrepair and repair. You can see a bunch. Like there's one that looks like it's made almost entirely out of like almost black leather that is currently like strung across a workbench that is coming out of a pair of metal feet. Each one of them at the base has a set of metal feet underneath, and as you're kind of like looking around in that space, kind of to like doing your best to just kind of like turn your head and look.
Like trying to figure out how the focusing and all that stuff works.
Right, you adjust it just right, and you can see a figure stand up, and she stands up tall. She's got like smudges across her freckled face, the big purple glasses across her eyes, and she walks around, and her hair is up in a messy bun as she proceeds to pull out a set of tools and goes over to a set of black armor with identical lightning streaks down the sides to the back.
Patrick, here, now, please. And I have him look at it and ask me, and try to see if it's the same stuff. Same thing.
Is it?
It is. And as she's working on it, she kind of like adjusts her tank top that she's working in, wipes her head, and just...
Were you the one? Was it you?
I don't think it works like that.
Make a perception check.
I'm dumbstruck right now. Awestruck and dumbstruck.
Well, we've seen what she looks like we've seen what the Lich looks like through the telescope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have.
Is it this?
Yeah, yes.
Well, yeah, but like, do they look like the same woman?
Yep.
Okay.
You said perception check or insight check?
Perception.
So she's awake, okay. Or she's got a twin that's awake.
You do remember that there were multiple versions of her inside of the flak.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep,
13.
With a 13, just as you're about to pull away, you swear you see her look up at you for just a split second. Like she just kind of like looks up and away.
Harold is gonna do something real dumb. Harold, Justin's gonna roll a new character tomorrow night, or in 2 weeks. Harold's gonna do something real fucking dumb. Harold's gonna look into the telescope and look through to that version of Ahura, and what are you thinking about? Is gonna try to cast Detect Thoughts.
Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, baby. Here we go. Val, don't fail me now. That's out of the box. Get in the box. God dang it.
Either really good or really
bad. You can't
bad.
put Val in a box, man.
What'd you get?
I can't even say it out loud. I just gotta show it.
Did you get a natural 1? Did you get a natural 20?
That's a natural 1.
Oh no. Oh.
Meant to be.
He turns towards the dice.
Wow.
So scary. Taking out all 50 of them.
Oh man.
Let me make sure I have the right ones. I'm missing one.
Yeah, the D100s.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Like
D20s could be damage dice.
It's that Ghostbusters moment.
While
when
he's
someone
rolling
asks-
Harold's death, I have Harold's mini here.
Oh.
When someone asks if you're a god, you say yes. The same thing with you don't cast Detect Thoughts on a lich.
As you attempt to do so, the cacophony that rings through your mind muddles your thoughts to the point where you can no longer think as you take 45
feeble
points
line.
of psychic damage.
My God.
35 or 45?
45.
Out.
And
He's got to be out.
as you collapse, it is a situation where the amount of feedback that is sent through your mind.
Have we had a short rest?
I'd say so. You guys were outside for a little while before you went in.
True.
So.
Oh God, he's a wizard. Oh God.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh God, he's got like 8 HP
Hold on.
right now. Oh God.
Hold on. So.
45 points of psychic damage.
I have a single hit die that I could have used during that short rest.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a
Roll
D6.
it. Yep.
Hold
Plus
on.
your con.
What do you have to
You said
get?
45 damage, right?
Uh-huh.
I have 38.
I have to get a 6, or I am outright dead.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's
Oh my
right.
God, it's right.
I have
Double-
14 HP. My max HP is 26.
Oh God.
So that's 40. If I get a 5, that's 45. That's dead.
Yeah.
Roll that 6.
See. Oh my God.
You missed it.
Nope, he's dead.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's instant.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Padre, you watch as you watch him do the somatic component of this spell, and he begins to whisper out towards it, and as he does, you watch as you can see the veins through his blue skin begin to bulge around his temples, as there's blood that immediately begins to pour out of the corners of his eyes as he just collapses.
What? Harold! Harold! I try to shake him awake.
All right, Wilhelm.
Rude.
I am now
here's-
stuck in a strange land. with
Here's
a group of
Wilhelm the healer
murderers.
outside. Nowhere to be found, of course.
Wow,
He
that
doesn't
was
have a
healer?
diamond and can't revivify because he used it on the fucking
That's-
auctioneer.
I'm
It's the
sure
only
someone-
person Veda
Shit.
knows.
I
Amazing.
mean, what's the
Only
worst that
person
could
Veda
happen
knows.
in there? I mean, we've been in there before. Everything was very safe and sound. I mean, no one's going to do
Oh
anything
my
silly.
God.
Wow. It's been a long time since I've seen since a character went insta dead. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Wilhelm
deleted.
outside. By the way, before my hour is up on my see invisibility, I'm going to stare upwards.
Okay.
He has that cigarette case that he keeps on him.
Mhm.
And he has taken out a single cigarette. He hasn't lit it. He's just sort of playing with it as he stares upwards. At that crystalline prison that surrounds us. It's funny. With poetic irony. Outside, the fire rages. And here I do everything I can to keep it from burning me alive. But Dutton, you understand that, don't you?
Make a perception check.
That is a 22.
As you say that, it's almost like a dull roar of thunder in the distance as you hear a distinct
Well, what is it you want? Blue Streak? Alhora, whatever your name is.
There's no response.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue to wait for Weatherford, if he ever shows. I'm in no rush. I mean, not life or death or anything.
I mean, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
All right. Well, if you're just gonna wait, let's see if anybody can come and get you in time.
I just want y'all to know, if you've never seen a character die on D&D Beyond, when you fail your third death save, it literally says "dead" in parentheses next to your name.
It just deletes the sheet. It deletes the sheet.
Just never seen that before. There. Just says "dead Harold Johnson."
Dead Harold Johnson.
Harold, no.
Dead Harry Johnson.
So, let's see. So, Pip, were you like? Was everybody there with Harold when he died?
No, I was going to the palace.
You were going to go talk to. Okay, yeah.
I was going to go grab Lynn and throw him against a wall.
I know Padra. But what was Pip doing?
Pip was with me. He was taking me to see Lynn as well.
Yeah, we were
Pat
just.
and Mabel,
I mean,
and
we
that's
wouldn't
it.
be. I mean, they would know where we're going, and we wouldn't be in any particular hurry. We're just kind of walking. So.
Yeah, I think it's only Mabel, Pad, and the late Harold Johnson.
And Bruce. Oh wait, no, Bruce left.
No, he left.
Bruce left.
That's right. You guys, Bruce left.
Don't bring me down, Bruce.
As
You just did that to yourself.
As you all are moving towards the paper sanctum, as you can see the pale-skinned figure with his hair kind of like, off to the side. He's got his trench coat off. You can see that he's in, you can see suspenders over the top of his white button-up shirt as he is currently pulling at sheets as you walk up. And as you all walk up, he just goes, "Yes."
Hey, Lynn, you got a second? Come on out here for a minute. I don't want to do anything to make this mess even worse.
He looks over his shoulder and you can see the tall Fearbulk lady currently off to someone else. This one goes to you. This one goes to you. And
Ma'am.
and she meets his gaze and he keeps stacking. Just tell me what you have to say.
I just want to know why you sent us to die.
I just sent the paper the way that it was supposed to go.
Then who assigned the paper to you to hand to us?
Probably Mabel or Bruce.
Oh, wonderful.
And as he says that, you can see Bruce come out of that opaque dome, just marching towards the locker space where Harris is at. Rapidly.
Well, you have a
quick
nice
question.
time in here, Lynn.
Yes, Pip.
How do we turn in our paper for a successful mission?
He looks over his shoulder and he goes, I have business. No. You will finish stacking my papers. And he just, I guess, turn it into Bruce or Mabel. 'Cause
Okay.
You know what? Fuck me.
I mean, just be more careful next time.
Do you need any help?
Help!
No.
Help! At this point, Harold, you guys would be hearing probably Podreg yelling for help. Mabel, as soon as he drops dead, she drops the cup and it shatters, and she scoops him up and immediately starts walking out of the dome.
She's strong. She can move faster than that. As soon as I hear help, Pip, recognizing voice, action, movement, bonus action, immediately toward Padre.
Okay. As you come in down from the top of the dome, and you just watch as Mabel scoops up Harold, who is lifeless, and you can see blood pouring from his eyes currently as he just she takes off up and around.
Excellent. I am following as fast as possible. I get onto the sending stone
heading toward Wilhelm and say, "We have an emergency. Don't know what happened. Harold's down. Get in here as fast as possible."
Nothing goes back.
Worth a shot. I am still going as fast as I can.
Mabel leads you all to a set of doors with a massive, what's that called? The not the is it catechus? Is that how you say it? I can't remember. The double snake.
Caduceus. Oh, the caduceus.
Thank you. I don't ever want to say caduceus because I don't want to say it wrong. As you make it up to the set of double doors with the caduceus on it, she kicks it open with a loud, and inside it's arguably busier in here than it is in the other room, as you can see, a variety of people are currently in pain, screaming in beds with sheets around guarding them off, keeping them quarantined off. You see a vampiric woman come sliding up very quickly, and she just says, "Yes, well, put him there," and she points to an empty bed. And Mabel proceeds to just, and and the woman begins to kind of start checking him.
Here, I have this potion. Here.
And she snaps at you, Veda, and she says, "Other side."
Yes, what happened?
Am I there? Am I there right now with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you went up
to... Unless you went to go find Bruce or someone else.
No. He was looking through the telescope, and then he said something, and then his eyes, his head, his veins in his neck started bulging.
Quickly. I don't need the full details. Just tell me what happened.
He fell to the ground, and he was just there 1 second and gone the next after he looked through the telescope.
Got it. And she begins shouting directions at you, Veda, recognizing you in your form. And she begins giving you directions to start getting an IV running, start getting some other things in your over into this direction, including a couple of different diamonds. She points over to a chest at the wall, and she says, "Password is Chloe."
Yeah. Veda's kind of stumbling, she's frantic, but she's getting everything in place. Just
Okay. As you open it up, it is filled with diamonds. This chest is just to the brim, filled with diamonds. And as you pull a handful out, you walk them back over to her, and she just very quickly, and she proceeds to just crush them in her hands. You hear a loud in between her hands as she just. And as she pulls them apart, there's a soft wind that goes up underneath her, and that you see go into her nose, into and out of her mouth, as this soft glow begins to just penetrate Harold's flesh. Need to look up a spell real quick.
listen, Harold, you can't die. You can't leave me here all alone. What am I going to tell your sister? Please don't die.
I put my hand on Veda's shoulder.
He warned me this was a dangerous place.
Okay. Harold.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, DM.
As you find darkness, it's as though you're swimming through the stars. It's beautiful, painless. There's a slight glimmer of light in the distance. And you can hear that soft voice just say, "I'm sorry."
I get the feeling you didn't mean it, dear.
Saying that, your vision swims as you can feel the air rippling around you, and the sense of a lack of body is very present. And you turn away from a corner in a room, and you find yourself in a space that you didn't quite expect. Standing at a desk, maybe a dozen paces away, amidst a pile of papers. That figure with the messy bun, the tank top, is writing furiously. The bedroom is a mess. It's small. Probably some sort of dorm room of sorts. Metal feet kind of pepper underneath the edge of the bed. And there's a record cabinet with a radio set on top, currently glowing, playing soft jazz. And as you turn and look in her direction, you can see the pen stop for a moment, and then she continues writing.
I'd still love to know what you're thinking. Whose story are you writing, dear?
All of ours.
Is it up to you what you write?
In one sense, yes. In another, no.
Who's the other sense?
Something I haven't felt in a long time.
Are you in danger?
We all are.
How can we help?
Maintain peace while you can. That's what you're there for.
How can we help you?
You watch the pen pause again for a moment, about 3/4 of the way down the page. And then she continues writing. Maintain peace as long as you can. And next time, and finally she sets the pen down and she looks at the sheet and very quickly skims it over, sets it on the page, the stack next to her, and she turns around on her stool away from her architect's desk. She's cute. With her glasses on her head, she's got those scars that kind of go across her temples, almost like she's been electrocuted, but by a much nastier energy. And next time, don't try to get in my head that way. Don't trust the blue streak. And if you can ever find Irvin or Dimitri, then your best bet. Finding help. Maybe...
Are you and the blue streak not the same person?
That's complicated. Yes.
I think I've got that.
What? And she kind of looks up at a wall clock, and it's moving slow, very, very slow. She says, we have about another, well, assuming that it doesn't crack, we have about another 100 years. If it cracks, there's no telling. And if it cracks, I don't know that I can keep everyone safe. I don't have the time to explain everything to you. Not here. And she turns back around to the desk and she pulls another sheet with a writing on it. I'll see you in your dreams. And for the four of you that are standing over the top of Harold's body, it takes a lot of time. Much longer than you may want it to, as this vampiric woman is focusing, taking in Veda's hands and holding them in certain positions to help flow the energy down in this correct space. The hour stretches to what feels like eternity. Before there's a soft on Harold's lips.
Are you there? What's your name? What year is it?
These are all excellent questions. Harold? Yes? No, sorry, yes, and then Harold. And Justin doesn't know the year.
Oh,
so.
thank God.
It's technically like 4 different years at once, so it's all good.
Oh, you're all right. Oh my God, I was so worried. And I go up and I give you a big hug, like this giant moose on top of the bed.
Pip also gives you a big hug.
You will have a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks until I say otherwise.
Fair enough.
Forever.
Harold. Harold tries to stand up right away.
It's difficult to do so after such a harrowing event. Let me check something.
You gotta take it easy. Take it easy.
Okay,
we
well,
still don't even know what happened to you.
I need all of you, and I need Bruce now.
Okay, I'll go get Bruce. I'm good at running.
Aren't you supposed to drink? Sorry.
Take off as fast as possible. Find Bruce. I'm like jumping on people, on desks. I'm frantic. This is a grung going crazy.
Flinging his goop all over the place.
Nah, man, I am just
getting poisoned left and right.
Everybody is a platform. I have a singular goal in mind, and no one's in my way.
Kicking your poison all over the place.
Where's Mabel during all this?
Mabel, watching this happen, she may be there for maybe 15-20 minutes before she'll leave, and even then she'll stand away to give you guys space.
Harold will ask for someone get Bruce a pen and paper, just something to write on. And I'm gonna give him and everybody else in the room, or our cadre, whatever, the whole thing that happened while I was dead.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough.
I have a quick question.
I have a quick answer.
Excellent. So in the hour that he was dead, did our little phantom rogue happen to see anything funny?
Ooh. Make a perception check.
He took a token. I think that's 8th level or 9th level or some shit. I don't care.
He took it for next time.
Just 15. Not too bad. Not too great.
Token of the
15?
very nearly departed.
Yeah. It's. How often have you seen people die?
This is probably.
Is Veda in earshot?
A couple. A few times.
Yeah, I know, a few times.
Creatures a lot, but people. There's a couple.
It's a similar response that you had with the old wide-eyed grung. there's a situation where it's that hand reaches out onto his shoulder. This like ethereal, ghostly hand. It's made of like this odd purple mist. Grabs a hold of his shoulder through the bed, and you like peek down underneath the bed, and there's a person there with somebody holding his shoulder. And it looks like a similar version of a well-dressed herald, though not. It's hard to tell, like, what race he necessarily would be in the situation.
Gotcha.
Did I find Bruce all right?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Trevor, you got anything? You look like you were about to say something.
I'm walking straight up to Mabel. Like, is she against the wall? Like, where is she in the space?
Are you
Now is
doing
not
that
the time
while
for kisses,
he's dead?
Trevor.
Yes, while he's dead.
Okay. She's up against like the wall near the entrance. Just standing there, just waiting.
I will walk up and slam my hand against the wall and lean in and just say, "You sent us there to die, and now he's dead here. I want answers, and I want them now."
It's called triangulation. You wouldn't understand, Mac.
I don't give a shit what it's called.
The answer. That's the answer.
Then you explain it to me like I don't understand what's going on.
God, you're such a fucking idiot. And just makes her way out the door.
I follow her.
Okay. Following her down into, you follow her down to the dome, and Bruce is already back. He's got like this contraption that has a bit of an odd sensation to it. It's spherical in nature with a few different rings made of metal around it that are intersecting in a variety of different points, and you can see a small gem spinning in the center of it, and it's almost gyroscopic as it begins to move around the entirety of that gem. Little like streaks of purple energy cracking off on one of them from time to time as he's checking it. And as you follow her down, she just doesn't explain anything. She just continues to, she picks up her mug and starts sipping and checking pages.
Is Bruce is in here?
Yep.
I'm steaming. Someone in this room is going to explain to me, who doesn't understand any of this shit, what the hell's going on, who sent us to that hotel to die, and why he's dead.
At this point, you can see the fur beginning to ripple across her flesh as she's starting to get a little frustrated herself, and she begins to like shove down the urge to shift as she turns around and she just says, she slams the mug down on the counter and just says, "Mac, it's not all about you."
No, it's about all of us.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Look, we knew something would happen there. We did not know what. We sent people to watch, not to get into a street fight with a bunch of thugs 3 floors down.
Yeah, meanwhile, somebody's stealing shit that we were supposed to watch for. If we're not supposed to engage, how the fuck is anything supposed to be going on?
We're there for the art showing, not the auction.
That was part of the art showing.
It was not.
Really? Well, everybody at the fucking art showing seemed to be real intense on going to that auction.
Like who? Who went? Who was it both? Do you have a guest list?
The dead guy does.
We'll get
including
whenever he's
some
alive.
of the people that are on the list that had the guns that you were providing.
Again, we weren't providing anything. You were putting words and actions in our mouths and fuck you. Mouths and...
No, Mabel. Fuck you.
You don't understand.
Then
I'm trying to
explain
explain it. You will not understand it.
Give it a fucking shot.
I just did. You were there for the art gallery and the art gallery alone. And Bruce just kind of looks up for a moment and says, Can you guys take that somewhere else, please?
You're behind all this thing, Bruce. So how
Actually
about how about you try and take a stab at explaining if she can?
Mabel, take a break, and she just like she chucks her mug out of the dome, and she just stomps off, wear-bearing out along the way.
Look, Mr. Bruce, or whomever you are, we were brought here completely not under our own control. She knocked me out. Someone else came in to save me, and one of your other buddies decided to bring the rest of my crew in here. None of this was in our consent. And now you're telling us that none of this exists, or it does exist, or people are dead, or whatever the fuck.
I've given you all the information.
No, you haven't. No,
the
you
only
have
information you did not have was the fact that we knew something was going to happen.
Yeah, well, next time when you send people to watch something, if you say, hey, something's gonna happen, you might want to check this shit out. Rather than go to this building, watch around, see
Where's your
what
paper?
happens.
Let me see your paper.
Which paper?
The work order.
I don't even know if I have it.
Then go fucking get it.
No,
And he
no,
turns back to-
I'm asking.
okay.
I'm asking Chuck.
I was out of game.
I don't know if I have it.
Chuck just got into it.
I know, right?
Get
I
it.
did. I was there.
Hey.
So was I. That's why I was like, break the accent. I don't know if I have it or not.
I think Harold or Wilhelm was the last one to have it. Maybe Podrick?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Not me, I don't think.
More than likely, it's Wilhelm. I would think.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
But I have it or not. To be
We'll say
perfectly
that you
honest.
can probably procure it fairly easily. It's in Harold's pocket, and you just pull it out of his pocket. You go up there, pull it out of his pocket in the middle of the 1 hour thing, and it's just...
Yeah, it was on my dead friend. Here you go.
he takes
Investigate the whatever.
He looks at it and goes...
Did it explain that there was going to be a robbery and some sort of illegal auction, and that half these names that were on this fucking list that had like some sort of arms thing going on with the weapons that are designed here? Yeah, everything's all fucking related. So you can't tell me that I'm sent to watch something and not watch it all.
He folds it up and just kind of sets it down on the desk and goes back to the orb. I'm gonna fucking kill Lynn.
Well, he's busy. May I kill him? Because I'm really hot right now.
You know what? Yeah, go shoot him. Shoot him in the head. We'll just resurrect him again, just like we do with everybody else.
Do I have your authority on this?
Probably shouldn't. And he's
Well, then
picking
don't-
up what's-her-face's papers, and if you do that, then she's gonna make you do it.
Well, then don't tell me things like that. Here's the thing. I'm a simple
I don't know you
person.
well enough. Here's
Well,
the simple answer.
Yeah.
Okay? The simple answer is, we did not know what was going to happen. We took the information we have, triangulated it, counted the squares, right? Make sure things are all in line. That was the center point.
All right. So you knew something was going to happen.
That's why
And
you
if
were
it-
there to watch.
Yeah, and if it's involving all this shit, you knew that it was something probably pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, so did you. I assume as much because you were shooting people inside.
No,
Shooting at people.
It got to that point.
Right.
If it would have been something like, hey, something really dangerous is going to happen and people are going to fall through the fucking ceiling and steal shit, and there's an illegal auction of this shit going on,
You
and
were
people
not
are gonna
supposed to be at the auction. You were supposed to be at the showing. The auction had nothing to do with what we sent you there for.
Even
And
though
all you have done is proven to me that you all cannot be trusted with serious work.
Sir, you wouldn't have lasted 6 seconds in there.
Do you want to go? And he starts taking off of his. He starts taking his trench coat off.
Two
and you
character
can see,
deaths tonight.
You can see a set of. You see a set of revolvers. One set of revolvers, one on each side.
These are mighty nice.
You want to see him up close? I suggest you cool off. Take a breather. It's been a long night for all of us.
I suggest you be a little bit more forthcoming. And if you don't like what myself and my associates can or cannot do, how about you break this fucking spell that is holding us here against our will?
I'm
and
not
we'll
the
go
one
on.
in control of that.
Well, then figure it
And-
the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of my orb.
Get the fuck out of my life. And just turn right around and walk out.
Okay.
Did we hear all that? Was that close enough in a room nearby?
No.
Or is it really separate?
No.
He just like walks back in and it's just dead silent. Like
You would have seen me rage on fucking.
Yeah, you would have seen
on
her get
Mabel
upset at
and then
Mabel
storm
and,
off
and,
with
you know,
her.
storm off with
Right.
her, but Wilhelm. Sitting outside.
It's a beautiful night. Everything is relaxing after such a wild drive, you know?
It takes a few hours before Weatherford shows up, and he's got his blazer jacket back on over the top of his nice vest, tie is back in place, and he just comes walking up, hands in pockets. All right, what you got?
Are you sure you want to do this, Mr. Weatherford? There is no going back from this.
Nope, but I need answers. Because the behavior that I saw from my employees tonight was unacceptable.
Everybody says they want answers, and they get them. And it's not always what they want. Well, right this way. I walk through the invisible wall.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do with the other probably 2 hours that are left before Wilhelm and Weatherford show up?
Right, someone suggested a drink.
oh yes, that would be nice. Do they have a hospital? Do they have a bar here too?
Mac
Oh,
is
yes.
already in
It's
his
quite nice.
speakeasy and is fucking from a
Just out at 'em.
bottle. From a bottle.
A combination hospital and bar. It's really fantastic.
They're share an adjoining wing.
Okay. Pip, is there anything else that you'd like to do other than go to the bar?
Harold isn't going to the bar. Harold is in a bed.
Yeah.
Wanting things from the bar.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like Pip is largely just fetching things for Harold, anything he needs. Did Bruce come by and he got to hear everything?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did he say anything about the job we did?
No.
Did he say anything about what I fucking told him?
What exactly are you gonna tell him? He's taken his trench coat off and now his guns are out. Like he is business at this point.
Well, assuming he comes over to the half-dead Harold,
he does.
And because like I said, I mean, when I woke up, I told him and those of us in our circle what I saw, and what the conversation I had. Like I spoke to her.
And he doesn't say a word, and he just turns around and walks out.
Right.
And then he comes back in and he goes, sorry you died. And then he turns back around and walks back out.
What?
Leaning my fucking guns.
The one who killed me had a bit more sympathy than that.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, Bruce, this is Mr. Weatherford, the illustrious Mr. Weatherford. He is going to be joining you. Why is everybody rushing around? What is happening in here?
There's a lot going on. I need to get back down to the orb. If you want to follow me, you can. Talk to me. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Weatherford. Nice to meet you as well, Mr. Bruce. What the fuck is this place? I don't know, but we sound the same and we look the same. We're the same person? I don't know. We might be. And
Chuck's NPCs are beginning to fuse and get weird.
It's H. John Benjamin.
Right.
Bruce, have you seen the other?
Hi, I'm Mr. Bruce. Hi, I'm Mr. Weatherford.
The big ones, the horns, or the blue one, maybe the little green one. Have you seen any? Where are all my friends?
I believe most of them are in the speakeasy that you stayed in last time.
Oh, okay.
But
Yes,
Pip is going back and forth
between.
Pip is going back and forth between Harold and the speakeasy because Harold is bedridden. He died earlier.
Oh, this is also about the time I would pop in because there is something I want to talk to Bruce about.
Okay. As you hop in, Weatherford's just like, Pip?
Hey, Harold died, but he's better now. Hey, Bruce, where do we turn in the page to get our merits? I think we did pretty good tonight.
You take him over to Harris.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Well, things went pretty well. We saw everything at the building.
I really don't want to talk about it. We can talk about it tomorrow.
I mean, you can just agree that things went well. It's okay.
They did not go well.
What?
And
we saw the whole art show and saw people stealing stuff. We did so good.
He closes his eyes, tilts his head.
You can't disagree with that. We did so good.
Sorry, did both of you say that Harold died?
Yes,
He's
Harold
better
died,
now.
but he's better
Yes, he's fine.
now.
Oh, you should check with the hospital, actually. They have a giant chest just full of diamonds. But don't steal it, just ask. Permission.
Miss Vader, if you wouldn't mind, could you please lead the way?
I've never been here before. So...
Just to perhaps in the direction of the chest of diamonds,
Left.
but more importantly, probably our friend who is recently deceased.
Is he? Oh, is he? Are you still in the hospital? You didn't come with? Okay.
Yeah, no, he's still bedridden.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take you back to him.
Fantastic. If we're going to talk about this.
Why does everyone seem disappointed in me? We did good work.
Harold's dead. We're gonna need to talk about this, Pip. I don't know what you did, but you had to have
Harold died, and it's your fault.
You're making it your problem.
Hey, we almost had 2 tonight.
You did.
So good.
You had one job.
So I actually had 1 hit point that would have been fine, but Pip touched my arm and that was it.
We saw so much stuff. We got so much more information tonight. This should be celebrated.
Yeah, no. They lead you to the infirmary where Harold is currently propped up. Mabel is like sitting there trying to talk to him for a moment, and as she sees you all enter, she leaves, avoiding you guys like the plague, and it's pretty obvious. We're buried out to the max.
What has happened? There's Mac. Is this maybe the more... Harold, are you okay?
On the way out the door, she says, "He's probably already drunk."
Right, hello, Wilhelm. This is a bit awkward.
So? Long night?
Already, yes, quite. I believe I'm still here?
Well, minus that small piece of your... I mean, you had 2 ears the last time I saw you, yeah?
Oh god. No canon long-term injury from that.
I am just playing with you. What happened? I don't. Do you really? No, you could. I mean, obviously you weren't dead.
Oh no. My understanding is I was all the way dead, and they just happened to catch it at the right time. Yes. I do believe I will try my best to resist the urge to jump into all-powerful beings' heads from here on out.
But you talk to it.
Her, very clearly. You might actually like her. She was working on a bunch of forms. Lots of writing, lots of paperwork. Quite cute.
Based on what he told us, it sounds like she's actually trying to help us.
Podrick walks into the hospital room with like a stack of apple juices, and he says,
Oh, please
Harold,
tell me those are fermented.
they are not, sorry, but I can only find these. They're so small. They're like little packets of apple juice, but I figured that you might want one anyway.
What makes you believe she is trying to help us?
Well, the first thing she did when I got to her, or near her, was apologize. So that's a good start. And then when I said I didn't think she meant to, I think when I said I didn't think she meant to, I think there was recognition and understanding, because I was able to get closer to her, to where I could see her. She was right in front of me, as if we were in the room together. And then we discussed, well, what the hell was going on. And I didn't get a lot of information, but I think what I did gather is that, at least for my money, despite the fact that she did technically kill me, she is trying rather hard, at her own expense, greatly.
I would ask that you keep in mind, Harold, that she things that has captured us here inside her soul, prison created to sustain her unnaturally immortal life. Apology. What does it mean? We are puppets. We don't know her true intentions, or even how we came to be here. We don't know that she didn't put us here, that she didn't devour us, that we were not victims of some vile scheme on the outskirts. You saw the magic she possesses.
The
How do we
nurse
know
lady
that
grabs-
the city itself wasn't destroyed completely? Just, I'm sorry, but just proceed with caution. Don't be so trusting.
I understand, and I will do my best, but think of it this way. What we know of liches, phylacteries, all that bother, there are many more ways to go about doing that than enshrining a city. There are much easier ways to go about what she is doing than this.
No, but we are, again, time is moving differently here. We are a blink. Perhaps she was destroyed externally, and now in her moments of reincarnation, she is entertaining herself with her food. You understand? You know what I say is truth.
I know that you believe what you say is true, and I respect that.
You know how these things work. All I am asking is that we be cautious dealing with this thing. Obviously, you've seen what truly resides.
I mean, she asked very nicely that I try not to cast detect thoughts into her brain. But she did seem to want to communicate further, if possible, in other ways that don't involve encroachment.
Well, I am glad that you're okay. I should probably find Mac. Mabel seems fairly ornery, which means he probably has said a bunch of things he probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, give him one of these.
I too am tired.
I hand you an apple juice.
We have met the same Minotaur, yeah?
I take it back.
And I will leave and head to the speakeasy.
Bib's hand slowly comes up into frame, grabs the apple juice.
That's gotta be where we end it.
Yeah, I think, no, it's late enough. I was about to say we should probably end this now, huh?
Just with Pip's hand, just.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do this evening? And I mean any of you.
Other than shoot Bruce, no.
Yes. Turning my
What about shoot
armor
Lynn?
back to Guardian armor.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, definitely turn in our merits. Get those, because we did a great job. I don't see why everyone is upset.
I agree with you, Pip, because we not only did we witness what we were meant to witness, maybe not all of us, but one of us did.
It's
the most
extra
apt
credit,
at recording
really.
it. Yeah.
I think we did both of our jobs this evening.
Yeah, extra credit, really.
15 merits each. Mark them down somewhere.
15 merits each.
Mm-hmm.
Such a
Veda,
cool
we'll talk
invisibility
about yours
belt.
later.
Fine,
Is there like a
I
referral
won't write it
bonus for the
down.
recruits? We get any sort of referral bonus?
No, you get a slight.
referral
You get a,
bonus.
The opposite,
I
actually.
was to say you get a small slap on the wrist for bringing people in.
Oh, when other people do it, it's fine.
So they only have one doctor in
You
this
didn't
place.
You didn't see what happened. You didn't see what happened to Brythos whenever he brought everybody in.
Veda,
Or
I
Mabel.
believe they have a doctor and at least one nurse now.
No, there's a handful of people that are currently like working in the space. Anything else? Turn in merits. Anything else whatsoever? Going once, going twice.
Get a tour next time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As darkness finds you all again, as you all find rest in whatever restless form it may be, the deepness of a slumber of exhaustion for Harold, the frustrated anger sleep of Mac, the confused and perplexed sleep of a Dampier, the frustrated and fiery sleep of our Asamar, the concerned and yet calm sleep that finds our Grung, and the thoughtful and flippant sleep of a moose man. I need all of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh, Christ.
Oh my god.
Going to use my -2 dice.
Thoughtful and flippant. Let's go.
Oh, 19.
With my new
Nice.
modifiers, that's a 9.
I already forgot the check we're supposed to make.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's easy.
That tracks. That tracks.
14.
Okay.
Straight zeros.
I always blow these saving throws for these weird dreams, but that's a 13.
What'd you get, Mac? 4. Okay.
I have a -4 in all my rolls, and I beat that.
So,
mine was a 13 with a 6. So,
mine was a 3 with a +1.
13.
The darkness gives
+3,
way
-4.
to a star-filled night. You can see constellations that all of you would probably recognize from Kasmar. The city is quiet in your dream. Well, this portion is at least. And as you gather your bearings around you hear a soft clatter. And you turn and look, and you see a young girl. One that you've all seen before in a dream only a few weeks ago. She's got a pair of pants on that are tight and dark. Her shirt goes is long sleeve and kind of goes up to her neck. You can see her wearing a small like black beret. And her hair is tied up underneath it. You can barely tell that it's young Alhora at all. But she's currently got a small device that she has pushed up against a piece of glass on a back door, and that she spins. And as she pulls it loose, it clatters to the ground, and she looks around, concerned. And the lights inside are off as she reaches in and unlocks the door. She begins making her way inside. She steps in the doorway, turns back to you all, and just, come on, come on. And you find your vision following her inside as she begins to pull food, drinks off of a variety of different tables, fruit out of a bowl. Going into the kitchen, she goes down into the wine cellar and starts pulling out root vegetables, putting them into a bag and handing them off to you. And you can see, as you reach out, your hand is a soft green color. At least you think it is, and then it shifts, and there's like this odd, almost like bronze-esque scaling to the top of your arm as you pull it back. Flip it over your shoulder and go to turn away. And Veda, this is where your dream continues, as time stops in your sleep. And you take a quick look around the room. It's a fairly nice place. You can see a grandfather clock standing off to the side next to this long hardwood table. The floors are immaculate hardwood. It's beautiful. You can see little strips of white going through it. And you just hear the soft voice just say, I didn't like having to do this, and if we can find another way to make some money, I'd rather do that. And the dream ends, and that's where we're going to pick up in 2 weeks. Thank you all for joining us for A Sinner's Dream, a noir story told by the seven of us. It was a
almost six of us.
What's going on?
Wild ride tonight.
Dude, it was almost five of us.
Yeah.
Like Harold's dead in the hall in the infirmary, and I'm like, I'm getting into a duel with this motherfucker.
Do your get your elf eggs in now to get that Steam game tonight is Red Solstice. Put your dice in, get in for those dice giveaways. We've got brilliant, fantastic dice that we're giving away every month based off of our 5 best friends. We've got 2 more months left, JD? I think. And they're always beautiful.
Today's the end of the month.
It sure is the end of the month. So that means that, we're going to be giving something away, Thursday?
Thursday, yeah, absolutely.
Thursday on Scum and Villainy. Hey,
yeah, nice,
join us for Scum and Villainy on Thursday. It is Trevor, you want to talk about that one because I don't know how to describe it properly.
So our new Thursday game here on -2 Charisma is a Scum and Villainy campaign. It's based on the Forged in the Dark system, like Blades in the Dark, etc. It's called Plastic Cougar Live, and what that is, it's a ragtag former punk band in space trying to make their way to basically fuck over the man.
That sounds so awesome. I need to watch
It's
that.
a rad game. We had our first episode last week.
If you haven't, like, check out the YouTube link to the promo for it, the intro video that Ryan put together. It's pretty incredible.
It's pretty fantastic.
So amazing.
With some incredible posters. Yeah, there's a lot of.
We did
other
not cast Jack
Neg 2
Black.
Easter eggs. No, yeah. Well, honestly, I called Jack and he said he was busy on Thursdays, unfortunately.
He was busy playing D&D with what's their names?
I don't want to talk
the
about
actual channel.
Now the VOD's up, right? So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
If you follow Neg2 Charisma, then
You
just
go
go watch
that
it before
VOD.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Get your episode 1 in for episode 2. And you can see me not in a cowboy hat, but with a bright green mohawk. That was weird.
I don't know how you got all the green out of your beard.
Yeah.
Oh, trade secret.
Got it.
That was actually incredible. I did see a little bit of that in the middle of 2 other games that I was trying to play a part of.
I understand entirely. Anything else that we need to talk about? Anybody got anything before we get some stuff?
Nothing else to promo?
Tonight.
Wow, slow month for this group.
Next time, though, I think. Next time I'll have a promo.
Yeah, just stick around for those of you that came in via the raids and everything else. Thank you so much for joining us and hanging out. Make sure the elf eggs is our currency that we use on the channel. We use it for all of our giveaways, whether it's the dice or the Steam game that we'll be giving away here in a minute. You just collect those and spend them. They do start to stink after a while if you don't spend them. So, it's up to you. Some people like the stink.
And we give a Steam game away every stream. I think we even do it on the art Wednesdays that Ryan does.
Yep.
So you never know what you're gonna get. It's a wild grab bag. I remember something about Mushroom Cat in space at one point, and like
it's pretty fun. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this, we do play Curse of Strahd on Sundays, where I DM that one and Chuck annoys me.
I almost died.
Chuck almost died that one too.
I watched.
Yep. We have another Tuesday night campaign that's on a break at the moment that we typically play, as well as a World of Darkness game that we're looking to play. We've got just a bunch of stuff coming out. So if you guys enjoyed this, stick around. We do a lot of it. All right. That's all I got, Chuck.
Well, then let's plug our people one last time. Foundry is where we did all of our rolling tonight. Digital rolling, if they weren't doing physical rolling, either way works for me. I trust these guys, so if they want to roll physical dice, they know that they're allowed to. Foundry is fantastic, great place to go and run your games over the internet. Forge is a great place to host it, so that way you don't have to worry about being a system admin. Heavy Arms, go check out his stuff. That's where our gunslinger came from tonight. Yeah.
Friends at Dragon Knight Dice?
That's all I got.
Yeah, Dragon Knight Dice. That's who our dice come from. But for those of you that are interested in Foundry or Forge or are looking to run your own games online, feel free to hit up the Discord. Join us in our Discord. Reach out to Chuck or I. More than happy to talk to you about it. The more people we get in the space, we absolutely love it. Chuck and I are been doing this for a while, and we really enjoy those two platforms. It makes it really easy to do this. And if you want some help getting your streams to that next level, just give us a call, because it's probably like the best. I think it's the best virtual tabletop platform
it's
out
the
there.
best in the game. Yeah,
definitely.
All right, are we ready to do our giveaway?
Let's do it.
Who's
gonna get it?
I've already done it. I already did it. And so the winner of Red Solstice tonight is the Mechanical Whimsy, who may be a first-time viewer tonight. Congratulations, Mechanical Whimsy. I will be sending you a Steam key shortly for Red Solstice. Let us know how it is and if it was worth your stinky elf eggs. With that,
Way to go.
we always like
Harold.
We always like to raid afterwards. So yeah, Chuck, who's rolling?
I think Harold should since he died tonight.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
dead guy
Fantastic.
rolls. Yep.
Remember to
Harold's
-4.
dead.
Dead guy rolling.
Oh yeah, and your -4.
Yeah, don't forget your -4.
Oh, okay. So that's
that went down to-
-4 is 4.
That went down to -3 after you got your long rest in.
Okay, so it's a 5.
Okay, so
All right, a 5. Where are we headed?
Gambit, Gambet, Overboard, the Chords of Chaos. Yep.
So the channel name is just Gambit, Gambet.
Yep.
Make sure to go slow. He struggles.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it. Hopefully you had fun. I know we did, and we will see you next time. Let's go make some new friends, get really, really noisy, and stay safe out there.
Bye.
Toodaloo. Be sure to drink your water.